And we're fucking live
There we go.
for the Guido Bean Roast.
Go ahead.
Okay, listen, we're gonna talk about some shit. We always talk about some shit. Do you have anything you want to talk about today? Before we get into the meat and potatoes, do you want to talk about anything?
Can I tell you something like?
You can tell me whatever you want.
Like, really? Am I allowed to say it beforehand? Because
you can say whatever you want. Look, we're live. It's too late. You gotta say whatever you gotta say right now, right here.
No, actually, I don't want to talk
about I think I know what you kind of maybe want to say.
What do I want to say?
I don't want to say it because I might be wrong. So I want you to say it, and I'll confirm.
I want to see if you got it.
It involves. Can I say what it involves without getting into specifics? It involves what's on screen right now.
Yeah. Okay. My screen or your screen?
No, the entire screen. Everything that's on screen for the viewers to see, it involves something of that nature.
I gotta see what's. I can't get to the stream. Hold on. Why doesn't it pull up?
I want you to say what you gotta say.
Hold on.
By the way, double-digit episodes. We made it to 10.
It's 10.
Fucking big 1-0. Yeah. Told you.
So technically it is okay. Just go on. We're gonna talk about it. By the way, look, forgive everybody if anybody watches this.
Lord forgive us.
I went golfing today at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
It is so early. Now I went golfing at 10 a.m. It is now my time, 5:30 or 5:50. I am a little bit intoxicated. I actually wanted to tell him that before it started, but I am intoxicated.
He's so stupid when he's drunk.
That's my fault.
It's alright. Listen, it's gonna be clean. We're clean over here. We don't say anything bad ever, so it's no big deal if we say one thing here and there, slip up.
I'm wearing a cutoff shirt for Christ's sakes.
Look at him, he's fucking ripped out of his mind. Oh! Alright, sorry.
So let's
anyway, alright, listen, I want to start it off with yet another Reddit post of a bunch of fucking idiots on the Escape from Tarkovian Reddit. That's what I want to start with, and we're going to get into it, because there's one particular thread that grinded my gears. Yeah, what's up?
Prior to you, I would say throwing out what you were doing.
Yeah.
Since you had expressed that you are not going to, prior to the stream, you had expressed you are not going to tell me. Look, do you like that camera view better?
I like that, yeah. It's similar to mine.
What about this one?
I want to see as much of your face as possible. That's what I want.
Okay.
That's what the people want. Go ahead.
Hold on. Prior to the post, you had originally told me you're not going to tell me what this podcast is going to be about. Now that we are live, can you, before we talk about it, get in the meat and potatoes, so I can have a
context,
somewhat context of what we are talking about? Can you send it to me so maybe I can read a little bit about it and tell me?
Well, I'm gonna. Don't worry, I will have it on the screen, but I will send it to you.
Okay, let's go.
Let me. Boom. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at the stream. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. Anyway, alright, so this post, I have sent it to you. This post is about the hacking problem in Escape from Tarkov. For a little bit of context for us, we are Escape from Tarkov gamers. We play a lot of it. We play on mostly...
Let this be known. Wait. Let this be known. We have ran into our fair share of hackers. We can both say... Yes. We actually, as a matter of fact, I would say yesterday...
We definitely ran into one.
In our run on Escape from Tarkov, I would say we both lost anywhere from 500,000 to 1 million rubles.
We lost good gear that raid.
Listen, I lost an exfil helmet, so go on.
Listen, we lose gear. You know, sometimes you lose gear. It's cheaters, not cheat, whatever. You know, fuck it. But the game does have cheaters in it. Now, every online, I don't want to knock Escape from Tarkov here. I love the game.
Every
I think,
online game has
yeah, I
cheaters.
think the devs do a fucking fantastic job with this game. Don't get me wrong here. This is no
Yeah.
hate towards them. But every game has cheaters. And this is just yet another game that has cheaters in it. And it seems to be really controversial on the Escape from Tarkov subreddit about cheaters.
Can I say something
Of course.
honestly, actually, before we even get into this?
Of course.
I honestly feel like Escape from Tarkov, even from a person that came from playing Rust. I played Rust on the religious
You poor
fucking
bastard.
aspect of it. I think Escape from Tarkov has done a great job with cheating
Great! They have.
compared to Rust players. But
I agree.
please go
Okay,
on.
so the general point of argument with cheaters is two things. One, the idea of how do they combat cheaters, and
You don't.
two, and two is who's cheating? What are they cheating for? People say that they're cheating for fun. Some people say most of the cheaters are farming money to sell it for real money. Nobody knows though. Nobody's got the fucking numbers. Nobody knows. It's just all fucking speculation, right?
You
All
make me mad.
speculation.
Hold on.
So, here's the post. The post in question is this. So we got a possible solution to Chinese, specifically hackers. Now, listen, I don't got a problem with any race, but Jesus fucking Christ, Chinese players are some of the fucking most common cheaters out there. So many cheaters are Chinese.
Chinese players are hands down.
Yes, they're the most
Hands down the worst cheaters in the fucking goddamn gaming industry.
Most likely, if you ran into a cheater, they're probably Chinese.
And
that's not to say that there's no legit Chinese players. There definitely is. But there's definitely a lot more Chinese cheaters than there are American cheaters. Whatever. Thank you.
Love that. I do.
You're lying.
Did she tell me? What'd she say?
She said she likes my hat.
I do.
You're lying to me.
Ask her if she likes my face.
Do you like Travis's face?
I do.
She doesn't like Mexicans? You're right.
Wow, wait, don't say that. Yeah, he's stupid, I know. Anyway, wow. Awkward. Anyway, so, most of the time, hackers are Chinese. That's the gist, alright? No offense to any fucking Chinese people that somehow would watch this, I don't know. But, listen, it's the facts. Now, this guy posts...
Without a doubt is the facts.
Yeah, I mean, it's widely known in the gaming industry. We all know it. So, this guy posts, in China, our phone numbers are bound to our social security /ID number and are mostly bought on a 12-month plus contract. I didn't know this, but this is informative. I like this. So he said, if BSG, the devs for Tarkov, added phone verification to create an account, region-locked players based on that and or banned phone numbers of those caught hacking, it would stop. He believes it would certainly stop a good number of them. He's not saying all. He's saying it would stop some. Because, of course, like everything else, there's ways around it. But the more barriers you put up, the more people it will stop from cheating. It's just the way it is. Some people are a little too lazy. They don't want to fork out the extra money. Whatever the case may be, it will stop some. So, he says, just my 2 cents on the issue.
So this is
a Chinese player who has insight into how the Chinese government works and how he could maybe prevent cheating to a degree based off of how their country and how their system works. And phone verification is nothing new. Every game has phone verification. Tarkov has 2-factor authentication, so they already have it implemented. It's just that you can get banned on an account, unlink that phone number, and then link it to a new account, and it's the same thing. But if they banned that phone number from being used again, which is what this guy's saying, then they'd have to get a new phone or somehow spoof a new number or whatever. but it
So
would
you're telling
deter
me
them.
right now Tarkov has a thing where you can just play, you can't play unless you authenticate.
No, you can. It's just
Okay.
for security. Right now,
Okay.
because almost every website has two-factor authentication to where if you log in, you can go into your security settings, set up your two-factor, and then every time you log in on a new computer or every 30 days or whatever the case may be, it'll text you a code. You put that code in, and then there you go. So it's more for security and not really for like banning people or anything. This guy's saying use it to ban people also, which I think is a fucking great idea.
I actually like whoever the fuck you're
Yeah,
talking about right
fucking this
now.
guy is a fucking genius. Shout out to / all good only peaches, baby. You a
Okay.
genius. So
So go on, please.
go into the comments. This is where it gets fucking juicy. Because right now this
I'm,
post looks great. There's nothing wrong with this post, right? It's just
I
a
am
quality suggestion.
listening. Yeah,
Just
go ahead.
quality suggestion. I see no wrong here. Can't hurt. But of course, the Tarkov community has other things to say. So, this guy says, forgot to mention, he comments, the original poster comments saying, forgot to mention, burner phones aren't a thing in China. So you can't, like, get a second phone, get a new number, and fucking blah, blah, blah. I'm sure there's illegal ways, but it's not common, I think is what he's trying to say. So, scrolling down, a guy replies saying, cheaters are running a for-profit gig here. It's safe to say they take this very seriously. It's not really people doing this for fun. People are doing this to support their living. Something has to be
Calm
done.
the fuck
Dude,
Go
right?
ahead.
This is unbelievable.
Go
So
ahead.
this
Go ahead.
says something has to be done that'll impede them, but a lot of those things they will circumvent. Which, okay, so to break that down, because wow, for like a 3-sentence fucking comment, I got a lot to say. So, the last sentence he says, what's up? Are you pissed though? Because I'm fucking
No,
furious
I
right
would
now.
really honestly like you to read it over again just because of the fact that
You're a little drunk.
one, I'm a little drunk, but two, I'm a little drunk. Ready? Go ahead.
All right, go. I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna highlight it as I read it. So this guy, Digital8888 is his name. He says they're running a for-profit gig here, referring to cheaters.
Yeah.
It's safe to say that cheaters take this fairly seriously. It's not really people cheating for fun. People are cheating to support their living. Something has to be done that will impede cheaters, but a lot of these things cheaters will circumvent. That's his comment.
Go on. Let's
Oh
do
my
this.
fucking lord.
Let's do this.
Okay, so
Let's do
first
this.
of all, I'm gonna address the easiest to address here in his last sentence. Something has to be done to impede them, but a lot of those things they will circumvent. I'm gonna address that by saying, yes, cheaters can circumvent a lot of different ways of stopping cheaters. There's a lot of ways. Like, think about all the ways that have been implemented already. Hardware ID bans. You can spoof your hardware ID. IP bans. A VPN does wonders for getting IP banned because you just change your IP. Even something like two-factor authentication. You know, like, you could get a burner account, you can get a different phone number through websites and shit. It is circumventable. We all know that. But does that mean, now this is the real question here, if it's circumventable, should you not do it at all, or should you do as many as possible to make it as difficult as possible? Why would you,
Look,
like, everything is circumventable, right? Pretty much everything. So does that mean, oh, we lost him. He's back.
he's back. I'm back.
Oh my god, I got so scared. Okay, so if you can, go ahead.
I'm a my degree plan in my field. Can you see my face?
I can see your face. You're good to go.
I can't see the stream refresh. So check it out. It's been like this for the last so many years. One, who gives a fuck if streamers, or I mean not streamers, I'm sorry, who gives
Cheaters.
a fuck if cheaters are making a living off of this? I'm sorry, but that's not a way to live. People that are making the games are fucking paying or they're paying for everything they got to do, and then they're putting out a game expecting to get paid.
Yep.
Everybody that's paying for the game is paying to get a game that they're hoping will be cheater free.
Yes.
And cheater free because look, I personally paid what,
150, 140, something like that. For
150, 140 for this
Yeah.
game to have an extra stats. I paid for the OD package.
Yep.
Okay. I want this game to be cheater free. I want this game to be the best experience that I could have. I paid $150 for it.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck if people in China are paying because are cheating because they're trying to make a living.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck why they're cheating.
Go sweep the streets. Go pick up trash. Go pick at McDonald's. And yes, I say McDonald's because there is a McDonald's in China.
Yes, of course. They're fucking everywhere.
Go fucking do something with a fucking skill.
Yes.
Please, God.
Yeah, like, my point here really is, like, who fucking cares why they're cheating? What the fuck does it matter why? So, we're going to get more into the whole argument of real money trading and people are cheating for real money, blah, blah, blah. We're going to get more into that because these comments are not over. In fact, they have just begun.
Okay, so look, check it out. Before you say anything else, because I know you're going to go off on this shit.
I'm fucking furious,
I know you're going to go off on this shit. Me personally, I am a disabled veteran that works.
Yes.
Pre-background. I get paid disability for my injuries or whatever may be in the Marine Corps. I work a 40-hour job and get paid.
Yep.
My mentality then the only reason I'm saying this, because I wouldn't normally put out broadcast what I do, what I get paid.
Right.
My mentality to money is, me personally will do anything I have to do to make money for my family.
I think a lot of people are like that.
Which I completely understand. But me personally, do not affect people that work like jobs.
No.
I do not affect people that way. Anything. I'll fucking work Uber, which I have. Lyft, which I have. What else would I say? I've worked.
You've had a lot of jobs ever since getting out of the military. You've had a lot.
So personally, I don't do stupid shit to fuck people over, which cheaters do in this game.
Yeah.
To make money.
Yeah, you got to make an honest living. That's the key here. And people.
Now, I am so excited to hear what you have to say about this.
Oh, God. Okay, so the other part of this guy's comment is that he's saying they're running a. He's referring, like, this guy is very clearly referring to, like, the vast majority, if not all, of cheaters. Which, let's really think about this. Every game has cheaters, of course. We all know that. So, if every game has cheaters, and not every game has some kind of real money trading, do you think that people, like, cheat for fun? Yes. The answer is yes. People who cheat in Call of Duty are not cheating for real money. They're cheating for fun. And there's a lot of cheaters in games like Call of Duty. So, with that, we all know there's cheaters who cheat for fun, not for money. So, just like every other game in the world, Escape from Tarkov has people who cheat for fun. So, with that out of the way, not all cheaters are real money traders. That's fucking dumb obvious. We all know that. So, they're running a for-profit gig here. No, the fuck they're not. Yes, some people are, but most of them are not. It's safe to say that cheaters take this very seriously. No, most of them absolutely do fucking not. So he says, it's not really people doing this for fun. Yes, the fuck, it really is. I could almost guarantee fucking 1 out of every 2 cheaters, if not more, are doing it purely for fun, not for money. People are doing this.
Time out. I would say a lot of the cheaters right now are doing it for money.
Yeah, I think there's a good portion.
Only knowing. Hold on. Oh, sorry, my son came into the room. Only knowing, you know what? You might. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's impossible to say. You can't make blanket statements like it's not really people doing this for fun, like this fucking guy says. How could
hands
anybody
down-
know that?
I wouldn't, hands down, wouldn't say that it's for a family. I would hands down say it's for idiots trying.
Yeah, they're trying to make a couple bucks, whatever. Yeah, go for it if that's what you fucking think you're gonna make your money
Yeah.
for. But you're not gonna support a fucking family like
No.
this guy says.
You
This is a
can't, no.
joke, is what this fucking comment is.
Yeah,
So,
the
wait.
fucking funny thing is I want to see that post.
Oh god, dude. Okay, so it goes on.
Yeah, go on.
So a guy comments, replying to this fucking idiot, saying, "Why are you trying to devalue a suggestion that literally punishes nobody but hackers? Someone being banned is still better than none." Bro, solid fucking point. If fucking 10 people get banned out of the thousands of people cheating, that's 10 people banned. That's a good thing. Like, it takes almost nothing. It takes almost nothing to implement this, and it gets people banned. Yeah, we all know it's not going to get everybody banned, but if it gets some banned, it's a win, right?
I'd honestly take one cheater banned
Yes.
over no cheaters banned.
Exactly. How's it going to hurt anybody? Excuse me. So, this guy replies, the original guy who made the stupid comment replies to this guy saying, "Why are you rejecting reality?" What the fuck? I don't even know what that means. So we're just going to go right on ahead and said that this guy's a fucking retard. So, going on. He says, a guy comments saying, "The reality is that layers of defense is the optimal way to combat cheaters in any game. No one solution is going to catch/prevent every cheater, but if you can implement multiple ways, each doing a smaller percentage, then it adds up to be a good thing." Yes. Yes. If there's fucking 100 methods to prevent cheaters, and each method reduces the amount of cheaters by 0.5%, well, guess what? You just cut out 50% of all the cheaters.
I will take 10, 20, 50, 100%.
I'll take any number. Yeah.
Any number.
Any number.
That people try and prevent cheaters in a video game. In any video game. Even a video game I don't play.
It doesn't matter. I just don't want cheaters in video games. That's what I want. I want them fucking going because they're scum.
I look at it like this. Look, check it out. If I were to make the video game, would I want people to stop anybody?
No,
I need a big cup, buddy.
Bigger. Fucking giant.
I need anybody to stop any kind of cheaters. And the reasoning why, if I were to make a video game, if I were to make anything at all.
Yeah, we're not smart enough to, but if.
I would want to make the maximum amount of profit.
Absolutely.
Because I'm trying to do it. And you know what? I don't care what Nikita's profit is, probably a lot, because this
they
game
must
has
make
gone
fucking bank because it's gone
so
major
much
viral.
money. To be honest with you,
yep.
I would say right now he deserves to make more money than any other game designed.
Absolutely.
Because this man,
they made an original fucking game. Yep.
And exactly, he has made an original game that has not been created before.
Yep. He made something
original.
Want to meet
my son? Come here,
baby.
This is my middle son. This is my 8-year-old. Come here. Say hi.
Oh, shit.
Look, you can see yourself right here in about 3 seconds. 1.
There it is.
2, there you go. Now go. Close the door.
Okay, so continuing on.
Close the door. So
any amount of cheaters is good. Gone.
Yeah, any amount. One from 0.00001% to 100%.
Yep. We'll take any number. Any number.
Anybody. And
Absolutely.
like I said, I don't get mad at the game designers for making the game, because
it's impossible to prevent it.
It's impossible to detect any kind of cheat. You can literally cheat. I can go right now and on the World Wide Web and make and Google
Escape from Tarkov cheats.
how do I cheat in any certain game, blank, 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 any
Yeah.
certain game right now.
And there will be
I can
forms,
pull up a
so
cheat.
many.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so many. There's nothing you can really do to prevent them all. We all know that. So, what you want to do is you want to reduce them to as small amount as possible. And this is one more thing that would reduce the amount.
This
So,
guy that posted this is a fucking retard, by the way.
yeah, I agree.
He's
So,
fucking stupid.
yep. So,
Like, dumb as fuck.
yeah, so this guy, I see this guy throughout the entire post, and he talks a lot of fucking factual shit. He's spitting the truth. So, he replies to this digital fucking dumbass saying, I genuinely believe that people like Digital 8888 are cheaters just trying to shut down the ideas of how to stop cheaters by giving false arguments on the lack of effectiveness. Like, fuck off. It won't hurt to do phone verification. So, what's this dude's point? I agree. What the fuck? Like, why are you against it if you're like, if you really want cheaters banned, why are you trying to take away from something positive in terms of getting rid of cheaters? Why would you want that?
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
I wouldn't be opposed to a video game manufacturer coming out and saying, look, in order to play this game, like, okay, so Steam, you have to create a Steam account.
Yes.
Now, I wouldn't be opposed to a Steam having, in order to download this game, you have to have the two-factor authentication code with a verified email.
Yep.
And not even Steam, because this isn't a Steam game, this is a private game.
Yep.
I would not be opposed to saying you have to have a email, not even a two-factor, because I don't know how, two-factor is like phone and email.
Yeah.
I can call Gmail and say, actually it costs to change your phone so many times. I would not be opposed to them saying, look, you have to have a two-factor authentication, which means you verify your email and
link a phone.
you verify your phone.
Yep.
And that phone cannot be deleted from one account.
Yep.
I would not be opposed.
Exactly. And you have to keep it on that account. You can't remove it and put it on another one. And if that account gets lost or banned, then one, it's your fault, and two, you ain't getting another one. That's it.
Now, there would have to be a special section for somebody changing their phone number, which is no problem.
Yeah, but you could do that on the fucking website. They could implement an easy way to remove your phone number and never be able to use it again.
A lot of people own multiple accounts. Like right now, you own 2 accounts.
Yes.
How would we get 2 accounts? So check it out.
Use my mom's phone.
Use somebody else's phone that's close to you.
Yeah.
2, you obviously can't know that many people that use that account, because in order to log into that account, every time you need a password. Right now, if I were to own 2 accounts, I would use my wife's cell phone. Yep. I would use any of my son's cell phones, because 2 of my sons have phones.
Yep.
Hey, look, buddy. Need a phone. Boom, boom, boom. I would not be opposed to that, because now here's the backtrack of it. Do phone numbers get recycled?
I don't know.
Let me Google.com. Do cell phone numbers get recycled?
I would imagine they do,
huh? But how often? How often do phone numbers get recycled? Okay. However, the amount of ownership has exceeded most historically. Approximately 150 million mobile phones are discarded each year in the United States. Approximately 17 tons of copper. 1 per million. 1 per million get recycled.
Yeah, that's not that's not a big worry then, huh?
Exactly.
Okay.
So I personally, and if need be, you get recycled, you happen
Look, they have
to get on the.
support. They have a support section
That's
for
what I'm
this shit
saying.
too. Like this is
You
easily workable.
happen. You happen. I say fuck. You know what? I just changed my phone number and it got recycled to your phone, which is when did you get your cell phone number?
My cell phone? Fuck, man. Like 10 years ago.
Say you changed your number last year.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! You know what? It's been 10 years. That number's been recycled. I got Nick's cell phone number.
Yeah.
Did you ever say your name on here?
Yeah.
Okay. I got your cell phone number. I would not be opposed to having to. You know what? Okay, cool. I'll have to authenticate myself, my number, just to play the video game. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Exactly. Like this is something that should be implemented. No argument, no issues. You know, like any 1 in a million issue that comes across could be fixed by support. You contact their fucking support, you're good to go.
Can
So,
we look at the opposite side of this though? Because I want you to look at the opposite side of this.
give me the
Be
opposite.
honest though. Do game developers like cheaters?
I'm sure there's some, yeah. Listen.
Don't no
Listen. Listen.
no stop.
No, okay, listen. I think some
Do
game developers don't give a flying fuck if you cheat because they're just going to ban you and then they're going to get more money when you buy their account.
I think all game developers,
That's a stretch.
all of them, every single one of them.
This is drunk
Meaning,
Travis talking.
no, meaning PC side, account side.
Okay.
You cheat on fucking Call of Duty and you lose a lag switch, they're not gonna fucking care. I'm strictly talking about like games that you have to rebuy after you cheat because they ban your certain account.
Yeah.
I think all of them love cheaters. I mean, fuck, if I was a game developer and I had a game that came out that people love to play, I would love cheaters. Go ahead, motherfucker, keep buying my game. I'm going to keep banning you, and I'm going to keep
that's
making
different
money.
though because they're still fighting it.
See, but that's the reason why.
I think there's some game developers out there who will purposefully not do too much to combat cheaters because the cheaters make them money. I think that exists, yeah, but I don't think it's common.
Okay.
And I don't think Battlestate Games is one of those companies.
Let me ask you a question though. Me personally, game developer, whatever I make a game, I'd be happy with anybody liking the game doing the thing. Now, most people are very greedy.
They are, yeah.
People are very selfish. People are very nasty.
Yeah, I agree.
I make a video game. I make the money off of it. It peaks. Now, guess what? It's time to put that money to making another video game. And it's not like meaning making. I have to put that money in. I have to buy this. No, now I get to chill, relax, and make a video game. That like making another video game. I give money, which is EFT, like time to make another video game or updates to that video.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that people care like that? Like to do that? Do you put your money towards it?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's gonna be yes and no depending on the company. You know what I mean? Like some companies yes, some companies no.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. Like for example, Call of Duty games. There's Black Ops 2 had a huge cheating problem like last year. Now this is Black Ops 2. That's like fucking what, 6, 7?
Last year?
Yeah, last year. And Treyarch, the company who made it, they fucking fixed an exploit to remove it. Fucking 6, 7 years after the game came out. So that is an example of a company being like, listen, we don't gotta give a fuck about this. We're already making new games, but we'll invest a little bit of time and money into fixing our old one to keep the players over there happy. But then there's games like fucking like Modern Warfare 2 is another Call of Duty, just different company, where that game's infested with cheaters. Yeah, but I mean, they're different companies. They
Activision
put,
is such a big company where when they come out with a new game, they don't need to worry about cheaters.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
I mean,
how many
I'm referring to the company that created the game, not the publishing
Let's
company.
talk about non-major company. We'll talk about EFT, and we'll talk about who made Rust.
Face Punch, the guys who made Gary's Mod.
2 games.
Yes. Gary's Mod's
So
well supported still too, though.
Okay, so then we'll talk about who made Ark.
Fuck if I know.
Okay, exactly.
I don't know.
Okay, so Ark and fucking EFT. Talk about that way.
Okay.
Like they love cheaters.
I think a game like Ark, I don't think they really give a fuck.
Oh, they do. They come out with massive updates.
I know, but listen.
No.
What do you mean, no?
They come out with massive updates. Those motherfuckers love cheaters because you have such a strict following of fucking Ark players that put a lot of time and money into the game.
God,
And they put a lot of money.
You are fucking drunk, huh?
No, they do.
I know.
I know a couple.
I know.
Colin Kaepernick will be subject.
Oh, shut up. We're not talking about that. Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on.
I'm not even done with this goddamn Reddit post. Shut up.
Go ahead. Read the one.
Oh my god. Yo, your drunk ass needs to shut up and let me talk now. No more talking for you.
Alright, I'm gonna listen.
You get fucking 10 minutes of silence right now. Shut your damn mouth. Anyway, back to the Reddit post. This fucking drunk fuck won't shut the fuck up. Anyway, continuing on. So, I don't even remember where we were, so we're just gonna go off with this guy asks the fucking cheating little fuck, why are you devaluing a good suggestion that punishes no one but cheaters? This guy says he's rejecting reality. Keep shutting up, by the way, you're doing great. Then this guy says layers of defense is a good way to combat it, and even if each layer supports by or reduces cheaters by a small percentage, it's a good percentage. Anyway, keep fucking get down. Get back down. So, this guy says he believes people like Digital Fuckhead over here are cheaters trying to shut down ideas. And I think, yes, I think there's a lot of cheaters who will go into the Escape from Tarkov subreddit and they will fucking find posts like this to suggest positive things to combat cheaters, and they'll go in there and shit on it and be like, oh, that's such a bad idea, that's not gonna do anything, bro, don't fucking do that, that's a waste of resources. Like, one, it's not a waste of resources, it's already in the game. Phone verification is in the fucking game, they have it, so it's not wasting resources. And two, it will do something. It won't do everything, but it'll do something. So this guy is like a fucking cheater apologist coming in here saying, bro, if you do that, I might not cheat anymore. Please don't do that. Like, shut the fuck up, dog. Get the fuck out of here. So, this guy, biggest bitch 2020 right here. Digital 8888. Fuck this guy. You see this fucking... Look, he's on a fucking burner account anyway. He's got 150 karma. This guy never comments. He's literally on here to shit on cheaters. Or to shit on people fixing cheaters. Fuck you, dog. So, fuck this guy. Moving on. I got another fucking comment thread that
Can I
is...
say something real fast?
Oh, shit. Go. Say something. If you piss me off, though, you're going back in the corner. Go.
I'll go back in the corner afterwards. I personally told somebody last night.
Okay.
So this is the first time I talked to somebody, and they said I talked to them about the stacking backpacks.
Yes, the stacking backpack thing.
Okay, so me personally, not a fan.
I know.
The reason I'm not a fan is because I'll make any money I can get wherever the fuck I can.
Right. It does cut into profits. It definitely does.
Shut up! This isn't your time.
I'll put you back in the corner. You keep talking like that. Keep going. Go ahead.
Well, this guy that I had talked to last night personally has played with a cheater and personally gamed off a cheater. I also told him last night, even though I didn't agree with the backpack thing, I told him last night, I'm glad they did that. It affects cheaters in every single fucking aspect of the game, meaning they can put an Alpha 2 rig, or they can put a Beta 2 rig into a Alpha rig, stack it, get a gun, and fill up the Beta 2 rig.
Yep.
Cheat, make more money, and sell it.
Yep. It helps them carry more than they deserve.
No! You're still not supposed to talk.
I'll talk when I want. Keep going.
That was my end of rant.
Okay.
I'm going to let Nick go on.
Okay.
I was just trying to add
I'll
that I
touch
am
on that.
against cheaters.
I'll touch on that. So, cheaters can carry whatever the fuck, any amount of gear they fucking want, right? So, if they can stack backpacks and get, oh my god, you look fucked up. So, so if cheaters can stack backpacks to carry even more cheated gear, then that's a bad thing. And to reduce that is a good thing. So fuck them. I'll take the backpack change with flying fucking colors. Fuck cheaters.
Exactly, me too.
Even if it kind of sucks, it does suck a little bit. It's harder to get
It
extra
sucks
backpacks
for me
now.
because you can find backpacks that are $50K.
Yeah, exactly. And now you gotta drop yours and take his, whatever. You know, it's unfortunate, but you know, whatever. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Look, dude,
It's
can
not
I
a
say
huge impact.
To a comment that was just made, I look fucked up.
Yeah, you do.
I started drinking at 10 a.m.
I'm surprised you're not asleep. Did you go to
It
sleep?
is now. No, I have not. It is now 6:30. By the way, I think I fucking hit like a 80 for you golf fans, which is pretty damn good. 84 or something like that.
I'm proud of you.
Which is your golf fans. But I've been drinking for 10, 11, like a
Don't
lot
try
of
and do
hours.
math. Don't try and do math right now. 8,
But
7,
10
something like that.
10 to 12 is 2.
All right, stop. Anyway.
10 to
So-
6 is.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. Don't hurt yourself. Okay, so there's another. You're retarded. So there's another little fucking sub thread here that pissed me off a little bit too. And this guy is replying to someone who said, "You can buy phone, like, new phone numbers." This is referring to in China. You can buy new phone numbers on the internet. There's people that even sell you phone numbers linked to emails to do fraudulent shit. Being hackers, they for sure have a way to get them. So this guy thinks, so there's fucking, all these cheaters have so many fucking ways of getting around cheats that there's no point because they're just gonna get around it. And it's like, okay, yeah, some of them will, some of them won't, and that's a good thing.
People don't understand that companies like AT&T, T-Mobile, all that stuff charge.
Yes, like, this is costing them
make
money. It's not like
numbers.
it's free. So
So
the more
the
money
guy-
it
the
costs, the more likely people aren't gonna do it. Like, if it costs
the guy that
$5 to
cheated-
cheat, good.
The guy that I personally know got cheated within less than 24 hours.
Got banned.
So he cheated. He made $10,000. Say he made
10 million rubles. Yeah, 20 million.
Let's say he made 20 million rubles.
Yeah.
He only sold about what 10 million rubles, which nobody's gonna pay a lot for. Maybe $5.
Yeah, that's probably worth around $5.
$5. So he made $5 on 10 million rubles in 24 hours.
Yes.
Now that account got banned. Now that fucking rest of the 10 million is canceled. He can't do anything with it. He also bought the account for
Yep.
what, $60?
60, 40, whatever the fuck it is.
Whatever it is, $40, $60. I don't know what it is for you.
Sure, more than 5.
He bought the account more than $5. He lost money. Hey, look,
Probably
that's what
bought
you
the
get,
cheats
idiot.
too.
Exactly. That's what you get, idiot. You bought the cheats. You bought the thing. You have to
And
make
now if
over.
you add even more shit you gotta buy a new phone number. Now you gotta fucking buy new hardware if you get hardware ID
That-
banned, or buy a spoofer. You gotta start
That's what
buying
I'm
more
getting
and
at.
more
The
and more.
funny thing is spoofers. A lot of video game developers are able to go around spoofers because like spoofers are mainly a lot of people that get spoofers are spoofers for like they don't play video games.
Yeah.
Now, because they want their input this way, so nobody can ever hack them.
Yeah.
Look, dude, I'll fucking hack you, and
Whoa.
I'm not even a hacker
Whoa.
within a second because it's not hard. You can look it up. But
Whoa.
what I'm saying is most video game developers are in cahoots and all that stuff with IP or ISPs and spoofers to show that, hey, look, dude, this guy's banned on this for that reason. Which, me personally, happy about. Go on, Nick. Finish your
Okay.
Twitter.
So.
Finish your tweeter.
Oh God, dude. no more,
Finish your
no more,
tweeter.
no more drunk podcasts, dude. Okay,
It's fun.
so
It's a good time.
It's not. Well, it's okay. Okay, so this guy says in reply to the guy saying that they can get around it, get new phone numbers, etc., etc. This guy says that's a lot of effort, and 90% of hackers won't do that. Now, 90% probably a stretch. Definitely less than that. It's gonna be like maybe 50%. Who the fuck cares? It could be 10%. If 10% of the current cheating population is not willing to go get a new phone number, then that's 10% less cheaters. So this guy says that's a lot of effort, yada, 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 and hackers aren't going to do that. This guy, dumbass number 2, Lebowski, fucking dumbass, says it's not a lot of effort. It takes very little time and costs little money. These guys are already using software to VPN and cheat. What's an extra 10 minutes and $5 gonna be? Well, you said it right there. It's gonna be an extra $5. And if that $5 is gonna delay, 100 people, then that's 100 less cheaters. So what's your fucking point here? So this guy says you do realize not all hackers are tryhards who put effort into it. They download sketchy hacks and run it. Most people aren't willing to put effort into this.
A lot of hackers are the fucking idiots that just want to do it just to do it.
Exactly. People are just cheating for fun.
I know a guy that, no joke, plays hacks. It's called Hack vs. Hack on CS:GO.
Dumbest shit ever.
So this fucking idiot goes into a server, plays a fucking first to 16 round
with other cheaters.
Hack versus hack.
Dumbest shit ever. So obviously there's people out there who cheat for fun.
People do it just for fun, you fucking idiot.
Exactly. So this guy, Lebowski, retard, says the point I was obviously getting at is that they don't have to try hard to bypass. It's like you're unable to look at other games implementing this and have little effect. Odd how you think every single hacker is going to be the absolute lazy fuck, not willing to spend 5 minutes to cheat after paying a subscription for hacks. Lol. First off,
hackers, one or the two, not lazy.
Like,
they're gonna do it.
What is this guy saying? Now, listen. This guy's saying, shame on you for thinking every hacker's lazy. But this guy's saying the exact same thing with saying, bro, every hacker isn't lazy. Do you ever think that maybe there's just some lazy and some not?
There is definitely.
Dude, what the fuck are these people talking about, bro?
Look, dude, this guy is defending hackers.
Yeah, he's like trying to not get it implemented. You're a fucking idiot. Like, dude, yes, there's some people who are going to try hard to continue cheating. But there's other people who are just lazy as fuck. They go into Google, they do this. They fucking EFT hacks. They click the first link and they fucking download it. This is the first link, which means it's common. People use this. Okay? There's lazy motherfuckers who got this shit to the Google homepage because they're lazy and just want to cheat and they don't put time into looking for it.
Can I say something before you get mad?
I don't know. I'm already mad. What?
What happens? I guess that would be a little bit much. Forget it.
Thank you.
If you Googled somebody that Googled, hey, where can I buy hacks? Because I personally have wanted to buy hacks strictly for people that are hacking, just to be like, look, bitch, I fucked on you. Or just to see what it's like. But I also personally have never in my life cheated on a video game.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be people who cheat for so many different reasons, dude. That's the thing. People are acting like every cheater is the same.
Exploits. You can use
listen,
in the game.
These people are saying that every cheater is the exact same, all cheat for the same reason, and all will put the exact same amount of effort into continue cheating, which is so fucking dumb. So this guy gets called out on it and said most people aren't willing to put that much effort, and then this guy says he fucking backtracks and acts like he never said that and says, you understand more people isn't 90% right. I never disagreed it wouldn't stop some people. But to act like 90%, like he's playing the straw man. Like, no, I didn't say that. I said this and you're saying this, you
The
idiot.
funny thing is a lot of the
man.
great cheaters, and I say great because a lot of the great cheaters do not want to be recognized as cheaters.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would put so much money into the idea that this fucking Lebowski guy is a cheater, and that fucking Digital 8888 guy is also a fucking cheater. I would bet money that they probably are, because why else would they fucking sit there and knock a way to reduce cheaters? Why would they do that? Why would you want that?
They're idiots, brother.
Like, holy fuck.
I
So
mean, look, but here's the thing.
here we
though,
go. Wait,
dude.
wait, wait, wait,
Look,
wait, wait. Listen, you're killing me. All right, your rants are crazy right now. You're drunk.
No, the funny thing is I haven't been ranting. You've just carried on to the conversations of the rant.
I'm trying to keep you on a leash here, man.
You've carried on to the conversations of it, so I don't really give a fuck because you've carried on. So technically, it's you carrying on and making it last longer. I got a text message.
Yeah,
Read
you
whatever.
fucking read that while I continue, you stupid fuck. So, this guy says most people who aren't directly profiting off of it, sure. But this is literally their job. They're willing to put that much effort into it. So this guy thinks that what? Most people are profiting off of this? Because no. And if you think maybe a few people are profiting off of this, then your point's fucking irrelevant, because we're not talking about them. We're talking about just a way to reduce cheaters. Nobody cares about the few people who will continue. So,
I don't know, sir. I can't talk about that topic. My boss said I can't. Go ahead.
alright, great. So, this guy said, same guy, you're fucking something today, you know
Can I
that?
tell you something real fast? Actually,
Fuck!
look,
Yes!
my mind's all over the place. I want
I
you to do me a
believe me, I
favor.
know. Yeah, what?
Make a new tab.
Oh god, this is gonna be bad. Okay, go. What?
Hold on. I want to do it before I want to do it before we get banned. Google.com. You're like you chose the wrong one to like
I
lose
did.
my.
I believe me, I know this now. I'm very saddened.
Hold on.
Listen, I can't sit here at a Google screen, alright? Get this moving.
You
here.
can.
I can't.
Why?
You're killing me. I got shit to talk about. I got shit to do after this.
Will you just do me a favor and Google Pokey Princess?
I'm not typing that shit in. That's so irrelevant to anything.
I want to eat her
Enough.
asshole.
I
I'm
got
just
shit to
kidding.
talk about.
Go ahead.
Fuck me. My god, what's the matter with you? What the fuck's wrong with it? Do you people see what I gotta fucking deal with? Holy shit. Anyway.
Go on, I'm
So
fucking
this guy
waiting.
says, I like this guy. He says, oh my fucking god, dude. Let me break it down so you can understand. There's hackers in Tarkov. Many of the hackers are real money traders who cheat as a way of income. They are willing to take extra steps to continue cheating. But there's also hackers in Tarkov who cheat just to cheat, like in every other game in the world, to get an advantage. These people aren't as invested, but they more do it as a hobby. If you put up more and more barriers and roadblocks to make cheating more and more of a hassle, then the group of cheaters who casually cheat will deteriorate slowly with each roadblock. In
So what's wrong with-
conclusion, what the fuck is your point here? We get it. It won't magically stop all the hackers, but no one thing ever
Please!
will.
Any game deteriorate every cheaters. I don't care what steps you have to take. I
Yeah.
don't care. I don't.
Exactly.
If you make money off this and you're gonna be a little bitch about it, and you're gonna make money off of it, I fucking like unless there's a good reason to where you fucking run everybody's IP, everybody's data entry to show what they do on their computers, to fucking see if they're looking up something where you think they should be arrested. Cheat. Everything cheat. If you're cheating just to get into servers to fucking Google people because you get their IP when you get into servers, like I said, and do everything they do, I don't care, dude. I don't care what companies take to do what they do.
Yeah.
Please
Whatever they gotta do to get fucking
rid of
cheaters out.
every cheater in the
Yes.
game.
So
If every
roadblocks
game
and roadblocks are a good thing. That's the key here.
exactly.
So
And you know what's funny is a lot of us don't care to pay for fucking updates or any of the shit that we have to pay for to get that shit.
exactly.
If EFT came out with fucking battle passes to come up with to get
To
even
get the
just
money.
just to get a little bit of skins, I'd pay for it. You want to know why? Because it's a great game and it's
Yeah,
eliminating
and it
every
supports
single
the
piece of
devs.
shit cheater.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm
So
here to support the devs, and even on. Go ahead. I'll finish it. Go ahead.
but yeah, supporting the devs to help them combat cheaters is a good thing. And if they were to release a DLC, if they were very clear in the idea and they said, listen, we're going to release some content, we're going to sell it for money because we're low on funds and we want to keep combating cheaters, if they were transparent as fuck about it, I would give them so many props. That's fucking legit. So,
Bend over like that again.
oh my god, not on stream.
She got mad
Okay,
at me.
so in conclusion, what the fuck's this guy's point here? We get it. It won't magically stop all hackers. No one thing is ever going to do that. So does it hurt to add verification to slow down and reduce the amount of cheaters? The answer
Okay.
is no. Now stop arguing against good changes that will help the game's health and lifespan.
To
That's it. Yeah.
reiterate that, I am an EOD owner of Escape from Tarkov.
Yes.
Which are you?
Yes.
I would personally pay for like skin updates.
I'd pay for whatever.
I would personally pay
As long as it
for
doesn't
skin.
hurt the game.
That's what I'm saying. Like even the littlest updates, I would personally pay for skin updates.
Yeah.
Or like little DLC updates.
Yeah. Whatever.
For me, reasoning to know that the company's coming out with look, we're doing these little updates to keep a certain group of people, which is say like 2 people, in a job to pay to
Combat
ban
cheaters.
cheaters.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? That update is sold. I'll
Yep.
take that motherfucker. Thank you.
Yep.
I would personally pay $5 every 2 months, 3 months to do that.
Yeah, I would
You
too.
let me know, I'll do it.
Yep.
Because of the fact that people want that game to be cheater free. We ran into a cheater the other day.
Shit happens.
Hands down, if he's able to take a big backpack and carry all our gear out, he makes what? Probably like 2.5. No, I had $1 million of worth of gear. I would have my gun was.
Listen, he got out with a lot. Okay,
lot.
That's the idea. He got out with a lot.
Yes.
So listen, okay. You gotta stop. Okay, listen. We gotta wrap this up. I got shit to do. I'm not even done. Okay, so this guy says, calm down. I'm talking about full-time real money cheaters when I say it's literally their job. So this guy replies to him saying, elaborate on your point in regards to the topic at hand. We all know that two-factor authentication won't stop all of them. Does that mean to play devil's advocate or the likes and try to downplay its effectiveness? It can't hurt to have, so they should implement it, regardless of people still being able to bypass it and still profit through real money trading. What is your point? Explain what real money traders bypassing it has to do with the fact that BSG should implement authentication into their game. Exactly. Like, these guys are fucking arguing, oh, they should do this instead, or they can't do that because it's not going to get rid of all of them. And it's like, okay, but that doesn't matter about getting rid of all of them. It's just a suggestion to remove some of them, to make it harder. But people seem to have a fucking problem with that. And I just can't wrap my fucking head around it.
It doesn't matter if you have to wrap your head around it or not. Check it out. I understand both sides of it. Check it out. If I was shit at a game, look, I am not good at EFT. We know the people that McGuire plays with. Now I'm gonna act like I'm fucking a kid named Parvo that I invited to Discord. I want more money in Tarkov. The kid is probably level fucking, I would say 25. This kid is broke as fucking Tarkov. How to get more money in Tarkov? Googles it, gets 10 million strictly to his fucking account for paying $10. I understand where this guy's coming from, and it sucks for me to say that because I am on the same side as you, but you're never gonna stop it.
Yeah, like
I so badly am on the side of you. You want to know why? I come home at 7 a.m. I want to play a game and I want to play some fucking, oh, dude, I'm in a badass shooter and I fucking shoot some kids and I kill them. And I'm like, dude, it's so successful getting out of a raid
yes, it's
at
satisfying.
$10 million. Or
Yes.
we'll say $1 million rubles.
Yeah, whatever.
But guess who on the other side of that computer, when I die, says, dude, it's fucking awesome that I'm about to make $5 on the fucking
Yeah,
kid that I
because they
just
came
killed.
out with money. Yeah.
Look,
Listen.
I completely agree with you.
Listen, I'm
Cheaters
gonna.
suck.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna
Go
wrap
ahead.
this up here. I'm gonna wrap this up with a nice, concise statement, and then we're gonna end it with no more sidetracked conversations by our friend Travis. Can I do that? Can I do that?
You want to host a solo podcast?
I thought about it today. Okay, so I'm gonna end it with this. I'm gonna end it with this. Cheaters are always gonna be in the fucking game. We all know that, right? Oh god, you're fucking. You are
That's
killing
right.
me.
That was
Okay.
a solo podcast.
The cheaters are always gonna be in the fucking game, right? We know that. But if you can make it as hard as you possibly can to cheat by adding hardware ID, fucking IP banning, fucking two-factor authentication banning, fucking area banning, region locking, whatever you gotta do to reduce the cheaters, they should do it. Even though it's not gonna get them all, because it'll never get them all. So, ban as many as you can, do as many steps as you can, and fucking ban them. And anybody who says differently is a fucking idiot. And that's that. I think that's the idea here. So with that, before
Go ahead,
Travis
I'm not gonna
fucking starts talking more, that's it. That's
Yeah,
it. We're
go
out
ahead,
of here.
that's it. The only reason why is because I have a great rebuttal to it, but he doesn't want to hear it.
You're so fucking stupid.
No,
So
I'm not. I'm not stupid.
You are.
I understand both sides of it, and you don't understand. I mean,
I can't
I will
believe you're
tell you
even
right
saying
now,
this right now. You are
Nick,
so fucking drunk that it hurts right now.
no,
Okay.
it's not.
Okay.
So if you say your thing again, I understand it.
Okay, what's your rebuttal? Let me hear it. I want to hear it. I really do. What is your rebuttal?
Fuck. I had my head down, and it was a great rebuttal. So check it out. Look,
What? Get to
it
your
was
rebuttal.
it was back to the reasoning that they love cheaters. You're okay, Nick. Let me tell you something right now. If be honest.
Yeah, please.
No, I would love. I want to hear you and fucking finally shut you down on some stupid ass shit. Right now, we buy the game, okay? You have people that love the game. Say you got fucking cheated on this, that, and this, and
Yeah.
the cheaters keep buying the accounts. Why? Because you have idiots like Parvo, like somebody else that will go on and buy money because they love the game.
Yeah. Yeah,
They're just,
I see what you're
they're just
saying. Yeah.
they're just not good at it.
Yeah.
This game right here will always have cheaters on it, and I'll love the game no matter what
Okay.
because it'll keep bringing new players in, and they'll like, okay, fuck, it's hard to explain. So
I
you're
want
trying to end it.
your rebuttal. I want your rebuttal here. That's what I want.
Okay, it's hard to explain because you're fucking saying, oh, you're drunk, you're this, you're that. I'm telling you right now. I played a game called Nosgoth.
Okay.
Okay, I played a game called Nosgoth.
Okay.
It was a 5v5 game. People were vampires and people were regular people. The vampires, it's kind of like a CS:GO. You inject the people and they
Yeah.
become bad.
Okay.
5v5 done in the story. Now, if there weren't cheaters and people stopped buying the game as much, where would the game go?
What do you mean? Where would the game go?
Where would the game
Okay,
go?
so
I'm
you're
telling you.
let
No,
me.
no, 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 no. Stop.
If people stop buying the game, then this is what would happen. The game developers see how much money they're making and assess the situation based on how much they've made from their sales. Now, if they're irresponsible with the money they've currently made and need more sales, then they have a few options. They fire people to prolong how much money they have left. They
Mm-hmm.
create new content and sell it for their existing game as DLC or whatever, or microtransactions or whatever the fuck they want to do to monetize their game. They put their game on sale to get new players to buy the game for a reduced price, or they work on a new project with the money they have to create a new game.
Can I
That's
tell
what they
you
do.
something?
No, I'm not done.
Can I,
I'm not done. So
I know, but
if
the whole
if they
thing with
rely
my
on if they rely on cheaters to continue to get money for their game, then that is their prerogative. That is their choice. They can do that if they want. Does
can I
that
tell you
mean that
something before you
Escape from
stop?
I'm talking
Before
specifically about
okay,
Tarkov. So,
okay. Now
if
specifically about
Tarkov is
stop,
doing
stop,
that,
stop,
no, I'm
stop,
not
stop,
done.
stop, stop.
If Tarkov is doing that, which they're not. I'm confident they're not, but neither of us know for sure. But I don't believe they are. So your point of them maybe being kind of okay with cheaters because they're gonna keep buying their game and keep making money. Well, I hate to tell you, but this game's fucking like pretty gigantic right now, and if they definitely have money built in a bank account somewhere, millions worth to keep their game going for years.
Okay. Now
They are financially set. So they don't
here's
need cheaters to keep buying their game to make money.
here's where the whole I as the big picture me looking at it. Just
Okay.
me looking at it. And
Yeah.
here's the thing is you don't understand I'm on your side.
Okay, I want to get to your point though here. Is what I want to
My
get.
point is cheaters honestly keep the game going for the
No, they
prolonged.
don't.
Yes, they do.
They help, they get the money, yes. They make them money, but is that the only reason they're going on and have money?
Okay.
No!
So okay, let me look at the Steve
You're using an example of Nosgoth,
I'm
which
looking
I've
at the
never
game.
heard of. Okay,
I'm looking
I've
at the
never
game right
heard of
now.
this game. I've never heard of this game.
Wait.
But
I
no,
am
but
looking
your
right now.
statement that you just made, no, the
Listen,
statement you
listen,
just made is that it
listen.
helps their game continue going is just not true. So
Okay,
your point is irrelevant.
listen. We
Yeah,
have woods, factory reserves,
I know the
shoreline.
maps.
I'm counting them out. Please let me make my point like I let you make your point. Please. Please.
Yeah, go.
One, two. I won't even count the names out. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
Yeah,
You have 7 maps. Okay.
yeah.
You constantly come out with updates. You constantly do things for the players. What are the players giving back to you at this point in Tarkov?
Right now,
At this,
currently.
okay, time out. Let me finish, please.
Yeah,
At this point in Tarkov, I paid $140 for the game. I can pay for what? 3 upgrades, which is the upgrades that you gave, which is like a book, $15 a piece. There's
yes.
like 3 of them. You get 3 of them
Yep.
for every what? Okay? Say we didn't have cheaters. None
Yeah.
whatsoever.
None.
Okay?
0.
0 cheaters.
Yeah.
We have 1, 2, 7 maps.
Yeah.
So we're waiting. We paid $1 billion. We damn well know, and I damn well know in sales, internet service providers, anything to hold servers costs more and more every year.
Yep.
So if I were to come out with the town or
Mhm.
town within a year,
Mhm.
then I were to come out with Lighthouse in a year,
Yep.
then Terminal,
Yep.
then Suburbs, then Escape from Tarkov. That's 5 maps
Yep.
within
5 years. 6 years.
5 years. We'll say 6 year
Sure.
span.
Yep.
Every year we come up with a map.
Okay.
Escape from Tarkov at that point loses player base, loses
Where are
money.
you getting that fucking idea?
Are you kidding me? You
Hold
tell
the
me.
fuck on. Hold on. You
Okay,
gotta stop
time out,
talking for a
time
second and
out,
let me
time out.
reply to that.
No, 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 no.
Yes.
It's
You think
maybe.
you're telling me
Hey,
you think
time out. Stop. Before you say I think it loses player base, it may not lose player base.
dude, you've
But
gotta
what?
be fucking kidding me right now, right? You really think that if they
Can I
came out
finish before you
consistently,
shut up?
no, because your point that you just brought up is so off base, it's not even funny. So, if they were to come out with content every year, consistently, year per year, new map, new this, new that, every year for the next couple years, 6, 7 even years, then I hate to tell you, but if there were no cheaters, people would still be buying the game. It's not like everybody who has the game now, and that's it. It's not like nobody's ever going to buy the game. Every time they come out with an update, and it is an appealing update with new maps, new guns, new this, new that, then the streamers and the people who advertise their game are going to stream it. It's going to look cool to people who've never played it. It's going to look cool to people who haven't played it in a long time and are going to return. And every time they come out with a substantial update, they're going to get sales. So they dedicate time for the gamble of their update being more valuable than the time they put in to create it. And then people buy the game because they see the value in the update, say, okay, now the game is worth it. I'm going to purchase that game due to this update being substantial enough. Then now they just made money. Now they have more money to continue to their next update. And this isn't even talking about the millions of people who've already bought this game that they now have a bankroll to rely on, even if they don't get sales, for the next foreseeable future. Because this game was a very small scope game to begin with, and now is a fucking mass scale, triple A looking title that has had viral fucking success and gigantic amounts of popularity. So they have so much money, more than they ever expected to ever get, and they can sit on that or hire new people or whatever they want to do, but they have the opportunity to have enough money to keep this game going for years on end and put money aside to begin another game, which they've already said that they could afford if they want to. So your financial dependency on hackers that you're trying to bring in is completely and utterly not the case. And the foreseeable future is going to create more and more purchases per update.
Just
What the
stop.
fuck is your point here then? What is your point then? Bring up your rebuttal then. Because I
Please
think
stop.
your rebuttal that you
You're
kind of
not
tried to bring in is fucking wrong. So what's your actual one?
Can you not
Yeah,
say
what's your
anything?
rebuttal? I'll shut
The
up.
funny,
Go.
the funny thing is I'm on your side.
I don't give a
The
fuck.
fu-
What's your
Okay,
rebuttal?
then shut the fuck up.
Okay,
And let me
say
finish
your
my
rebuttal.
shit.
I don't care if you're
Shut
on my
the fuck
side.
up. Okay, then shut the fuck
Then
up.
go.
Don't
Say your
anything.
rebuttal.
Don't say anything.
Go to your rebuttal then.
Stop
Go.
talking. Stop talking.
Go to your rebuttal.
I am. Once you
Great.
stop talking.
Go.
Now, 99% of people, not even 99% of people, me and you are the same. We talk about it. We're not greedy. We're not this. They come out with, and please don't talk. We've been here. They came out with the new maps. They came out with Reserve. More people saw that shit was being added to the game. They bought it. Game developers get greedy, is what I'm getting at. They get greedy. Okay, these amount of people, this section of people, we saw it grow. They're gonna buy the game. We see popular streamers play this game. Streamers now, which is a big thing, they're gonna play this game. As of right now, we have 7 maps out. They see it and they're greedy. Well, we're gonna pay this people, and developers are gonna cost us this much to play this game. Let's be honest. Before I explain, after 5 maps of it coming out, and no cheaters exist whatsoever. If the game were in the state of it's at right now, and they still have 5 maps to develop, and very few people, and the only reason a lot of new accounts come into play when cheaters are, in fact, they get banned in 24 hours. They transfer the money beforehand to one account. Say I'm a smart hacker. I have one main account that's not a hacker account, and I create an account, and every raid I go in with my other account and trade the money to that account without the company knowing, because it's impossible for them to see who they go. It's not impossible. It's just a lot of money, time, resources for them to see me and Nick go into a raid when I can go into a raid with fucking McGuire. Anything I'm saying. If a company were not to see an increase of sales when they had 7 maps and then they had 6 maps, they came out with 7, which is reserve. Oh man, we made all this money at first, and my bank account is dwindling because I have to pay the fucking people to develop these maps, test the maps, do all this shit, and it's not dwindling. It's dwindling, but it's not increasing because it's not increasing the amount of players. And then I come out with labs. I don't know which one came out first. I forgot. Now, oh man, you know what? The only people that are buying my accounts is the hackers. Is this and that? Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I completely don't understand what you're saying.
Okay,
because
so
you just said that there's no cheaters. Now you're saying the only people who are buying it are cheaters. Where is your scenario lying? Are there cheaters or not?
My scenario is, what were the original apps? Woods Customs.
Woods Customs Factory.
Woods Customs Factory. Okay, now say they sold the game with Woods, Customs, and Factory. Now, no outside people saw the game. Okay, very limited, and they saw a very limited base in coming in the game, and so those legit players came in. We'll say 100,000 legit players came in, bought the game. Now they opened up interchange, and they're like, okay, we're seeing an increase. Now what I'm saying is, after a while, now we have 7 maps, correct?
Yes.
Labs, Woods, Interchange, Customs Factory, Shoreline, Reserve.
Yep.
Here's the point why I'm saying cheaters are a good thing, cheaters are a bad thing. Now, they came out with all those maps. They don't see a player increase because people that don't play first-person shooters, or people that play first-person shooters buy this game, and then there's a limited, you know what, that game looks cool because I saw it on stream. Well, they want to come out with the Streets of Tarkov. So, what's the owner's name?
Nikita.
Say Nikita wants to come out with the game, he gets greedy. I have a fucking 100 million sitting in my bank account. Why the fuck do I care if Streets of Tarkov comes out? Because
there's 100 employees relying on the game to continue going so that he can pay them.
Why does he care about that? He cares about...
Well, he doesn't just own the fucking bank account that has all the money in it. He can't just take it and run. There's lawsuits to be filed then. It's not like you can just disappear. Like, hold on, let me get this right. Are you talking hypotheticals here, or are you saying this is what's going on right now?
No, I'm saying in a and that's where you didn't get at and you got mad at me. And it is a hypothetical world, or even a world where Nikita is a great... He's not I don't know the guy, so I don't know if he's a great person, but he's opening up separate maps. He's keeping this game going from the fucking original 3 maps. But what I'm saying is, what I'm getting at...
Yeah, please.
That cheaters suck, and I fucking hate them just as much as you do. But let's be honest, are cheaters the worst thing in the world in this game?
Yeah.
No.
What is? Tell me what is. And what's the biggest issue with the game?
fucking, you know what? Y'all got cheaters buying what, 3 games a month, 2 games a month
I don't know.
because
These
of
are
it.
arbitrary numbers. Nobody knows, but sure,
Arbitrary
3,
numbers. You got say
whatever.
I would get cheat. I say my buddy got cheated. He got banned in 1 day. 1 day.
Yeah.
He goes and buys a new account and wants to cheat again.
Okay.
Transfers the money. You got people buying the game, and the people that are legit players like me and you. Yeah, we run into cheaters so often. We ran into a bad one yesterday. We lost what, 1,000,000 rubles
Yeah.
total worth of gear.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna develop a new map because of the idiots that keep fucking buying the game.
That's not why they're gonna develop a map.
Yeah,
You're acting like their only income is from that. Do you know how many millions of legitimate players there are?
I'm not saying that.
So what do you?
Okay, 1,000,000 legitimate players are gonna fuck. You act like everybody has the moral compass that you do.
No,
What
I'm not
saying
acting
is
like that at all.
Nikita has the vision of making. Okay, he made $1,000,000 with the game. Now he wants to make 1 billion. So he's like, okay, cheaters are fine, which I'm not saying he's not doing a great job of. He's doing an awesome job
Yeah.
of banning cheaters. But he sees the million coming from the fucking 7 we have right now. He's like, okay, well, I have cheaters buying. I'll ban a lot of them. I'm not going to put too much time and effort.
If he doesn't
into-
ban them, they're not gonna rebuy the game.
Exactly. So he's not going to put too much time into doing it, and he's not going to put too little time into doing it. He's putting the right amount of time to ban the cheaters.
Are you referring to hypothetically right now?
That's the whole thing I've been getting at.
Okay, can I say something then to
I
talk
don't
about this
disagree.
entire thing? These
I don't-
hypotheticals that you're bringing up are shit I don't give a fuck about because it's hypothetical. I'm talking about the game right now. I'm talking about the game as it stands currently. I don't give a fuck about what he's gonna do or what he could do, or I don't care. What the fuck do I care?
That's
What the fuck's
thing
your
that-
point? I don't care about hypotheticals. Why do you
I
care
was-
so much about hypotheticals right now?
It wasn't the fact of hypotheticals. It was the fact of, okay, I understand you hate cheaters. You see this, you see that, you see people arguing about the cheating. It was the fact that you don't understand that cheating is actually helping the game, but also
No.
It is
No.
because that's the way. Okay, you're right.
So you're looking at it in such a fucking closed-minded way. Like,
I'm
cheaters give them
not.
money, therefore cheaters good. Like, no. You realize that games
You
have...
tell me-
Shut up, please. Games
No,
have
You fucking
reputations.
tell me everything that I look
Games
at
have
is in a
reputations.
closed-minded way.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is ask you to stop, and I'm
No,
gonna
fuck
tell you.
you.
Okay,
You're-
so
Are
cheaters.
you done?
Yeah. So cheaters have
Hey Nick,
what?
I love you.
I don't care. Cheaters.
No,
Games have reputations.
Nick.
Games have
you.
reputations that are pretty much derived on how good the game is, and there's so many factors on whether or not a game has a good reputation, and one of them is the game infested with fucking cheaters? So yeah, the cheaters give them money, but if there's so many fucking cheaters in the game, then nobody's gonna fucking play the game. So they're gonna lose sales from legitimate players, the people who actually give them money and stay and keep their player base alive and keep their game moving. They're not going to get those kinds of people because the game's full of fucking cheaters. So no, cheaters aren't good for a game. Yeah, they're financially beneficial, but for a game's health and longevity, no, they're not good. So every time they ban them, it's good for the game. It's not bad for the game. They aren't losing money by banning cheaters and having no cheaters. They're gaining a great reputation for having a healthy, cheater-free game that then people who actually want to play a cheater-free game will go play their game. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? And to top it all off, we're talking about hypotheticals that aren't even the fucking case right now that I don't give a fuck about. Like, what the fuck is your point here is what I want to know. You had this great rebuttal because you said, I really got to shut your shit down on this one. What are you shutting down? What do you have to shut down of what I've said? Because so far you've talked about hypotheticals and how he could be greedy and how cheaters are good for the game because money, money, good, good. What do you have to shut down in this entire conversation?
Let me tell you right now. So say they had, what were the original 3 maps?
Woods Customs Factory.
So say he had Woods Customs Factory.
Yeah, this sounds
Okay.
an awful lot like a hypothetical right now, but sure. He has those 3 maps. Go ahead.
It's all hypothetical, you fucking.
Then I don't give a fuck about it! It's hypothetical! What the fuck does it matter? The game
So
is
you're-
where it's at right now. Not back then,
Fine.
not there. We're right here with 7 maps and maps
My-
coming out. So
Yeah,
your
and
hypotheticals are
What's the
fucking
big reason
completely
to it? What's the
irrelevant
big reason to it?
to the success of the game or the reason that he has new maps.
The success of the game is because of fucking players that want to come back. Now, when there's a game that's successful,
Okay, you just asked me what's the reason for it, right? That's
yeah, and I'm
what.
telling you, oh,
Ask
this
me.
guy talking.
Ask me what's the reason for what? What am I telling you the reason
I
for?
am telling you right now.
No, you asked me what's the reason for it. What's your question? What is your question?
No, fuck you. Listen.
No, you just had a question for me. What is the reason for it? What is the reason for what? Tell me.
Are cheaters any responsible for that?
For the success of the game?
Yes.
No.
You're an idiot.
You are so dumb. You know
No,
that,
I'm not.
right?
No,
You know
I'm
that
not.
the
That is
success of the
fucking
game.
Stupid.
You want to
That
talk
is
about the
stupid.
mass success of the game?
Look, dumbass, stop.
No, you have no
It's-
idea. You obviously have no fucking idea. The success of the game came from them making the game from a really shitty fucking game back when it first came out into a really good game now. And the
Okay, you're right.
progressive updates that came out with it made the game better and made more people want the game. The game didn't have a lot of fucking cheaters back then because nobody fucking played the game back then. They
Oh,
grew
okay.
their player base organically from creating the game from scratch and making it better over time.
Okay.
When
You're
I
right.
started playing in
I am
.6,
not gonna
I never fucking ran into a cheater. And guess what? Me and you playing, we've been playing like pretty off and on together, duoing since .9, and it's .12.6 now. So we've gone through at least 3-4 wipe cycles off and on. And I can say this because I was there, we didn't run into cheaters like we do now. Because now is when the cheaters have come into the game. Because now is when it got really popular. And before, it got popular slowly but gradually by making the game better and coming out with maps like Labs, Reserve, and Interchange, and Shoreline. Because that made the game better, that made more people want it. More guns, more scav bosses, all the good popular updates, the hideout, the flea market. These are things that made the game grow and made more people buy it and made them money to get where they are now. Cheaters, yeah, there were some. They made some money off of them. I'm not saying they made $0 from cheaters. So, yeah, some cheater money went into some updates. Of course, just like every other game. But is that to say that they're responsible? No. Did they play a role? Sure. Every game does. But how substantial of a role did they play? Not a very big one. That's what I'm saying. So, their role in it, yeah, it existed. Was it substantial enough to even fucking talk about? No, not really. So, what's your point?
Not
You
gonna
bel-
argue with
are
you.
you-
Every
so you-
time I come up with something, you call me stupid, so I'm not gonna.
Well,
argue
because
with
it's stupid. I'm not just
Mhm.
gonna agree with you because you brought it up. I disagree with you, and my examples and my experience in the game, and the majority of people that I've seen talking about it weren't talking about cheaters back then. They're talking about cheaters now.
you. How long
so-
have we played together? How long have we played together since you bought this game?
2 years, about
So
for as long
you
as
put-
you've had it.
So I've had it since
2 years ago,
a little over 2 years. So probably about 2.5 years, right?
about
When did the game come out?
2015, 5
Okay.
years ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm honestly not trying to make you mad because you literally calling me stupid every time.
No,
I
because
tell
you really believe that the game's success has come a substantial part of it comes from cheaters. And I'm just telling you you're wrong, and it's stupid.
You're telling me what your opinion is, and not to come at me.
Right, and you're telling me your opinion.
Stop.
You don't know.
Stop.
No, but you don't know. You're saying this like they made money, their success is from cheaters. I'm saying it's not.
Here's the thing, though, Nick.
Tell me the thing.
I agree with you.
You've said that about 10 times.
Every aspect of this is a great game and everything they want to come out with.
Yeah, tell me what you don't agree with, please.
You're telling me right now, since the beginning of fucking time of this game starting, cheaters don't have a enormous growth in the growth of this game.
I'm telling you, they do not have an enormous growth factor in this game. They did not help the growth in this game in an enormous way like you seem to believe. Can you explain to me why you believe that? Why do you believe that cheaters are the reason that this game grew so exponentially? What gives you that idea?
Me personally.
Yeah, you personally, what gives you that idea?
Shut up, and I'm not saying you to answer.
Okay, so answer then.
I am. I'm saying me personally ain't going to continue my fucking sentence.
Go ahead.
If you shut up.
Yeah, go.
Me personally have seen cheaters get banned within 24 hours of them cheating.
Yeah.
Me personally have seen, other than that person, get banned.
Who? How many?
48. I've known people that have cheated in this game, at least 5 or 6 of them.
Okay.
And they've all been banned within, I would say, at least 48 hours. I would say at least 3 of them, I think what they said, I've disconnected from their Discord. Since then, have rebought the game.
Okay.
I've also personally believed that the cheater community, just like I'm looking at it in a CSGO aspect.
This is not the game we're talking about.
Can you please stop?
I'm telling you, that's not the game we're talking about.
I know, but they rebuy the game.
The game's free.
Before it became free, exactly almost 1 year ago.
Okay.
In the CSGO aspect, they rebuy the game.
Yeah.
Which contributes to the game.
Of course it does.
So at the beginning of time, there was 3 maps that came out. You're telling me right now, if there was no cheaters, none whatsoever, since the beginning of time when 3 maps came out, there would be 7 maps today.
Yep. In fact, there might even be more.
No way.
Yeah. Could you imagine a community? Could you imagine a game and its flagship idea is we want to make a game like no other game has ever been made before, and guess what? There's no cheaters. There's none of that. Every player you see is legit. We have a great anti-cheat. Do you know how fucking sought after that is in a gaming community? Do you know how many people would want that game?
I can't imagine.
Would you want a game that was cheater free? Would you want to play a game that was cheater free?
I can't imagine.
Would you?
Can I
I want you. I know, because I'm not done my point. So can you answer me? Can you answer me? Would you play a game that's cheater free? Obviously, the answer is yes. So if a game was cheater free, like you're being a fucking hardhead for no reason. Yeah, if a game was cheater free, don't you think it would be successful?
You're not seeing both.
Would a game that's cheater free be successful? Yes or fucking no? Obviously, the answer is yes. Not many people like cheaters. So a game.
I stream.
Yeah, you're fucking unbelievably dumb right now.
I stream in YouTube. I hope that you see both sides of it. I do.
I see your point.
I hope.
I'm saying you're wrong. I see your point. You're wrong. That's what I'm saying.
I hope and I see Nick's.
Okay, so you're muted right now. The stream can't hear you because you just keep saying shit over and over again. So your stream's muted. I can't hear you. So I'm telling you, what I'm saying is I see your point, but I disagree with it because that is not the case, and your evidence towards it is literally nothing, but I've seen my friends or people I've played with get banned. So if that's your evidence of it being the case, well, my evidence for it not being the case is I've played with at least a dozen different people in this game, and one has been banned, and it's the guy you're talking about from most recently, which means that the only cheater I've ever played with or known to play is now banned, and it happened recently, which means we're talking about now, not before when the game was growing, but now. So the cheater problem obviously is more common now than it was. So, with that being said, the growth of the game earlier is not in part due to cheaters, because they're here now. Not back then when there was fucking 100 people playing the game total. They're here now when there's millions of people playing the game. So yeah, they made money. Yes, they did. But is that to say that their success is from that? Do you know how much development time goes into stopping cheaters? Their entire development time for the past like 2 months has been pretty much halted. Ask Nikita. He said it on a podcast that they haven't been developing the game because they've been trying to figure out ways to stop cheaters. They've been adding encryption. They've been doing this and that to help the cheating problem. So, to answer your original question of would there be 7 maps, no, there could be even more because they would have time to develop the game rather than to fight anti-cheating and fucking doing all this kinds of shit that they've been doing for the past couple months. They could have been developing the game. Streets of Tarkov could be fucking 3 months closer to coming out, but instead they've been working on keeping cheaters out of the game. And you're criticizing me saying I can't see both sides and I hope that everybody else can, and well, you're not seeing the other side either. You're just as guilty as I am because you're sitting there saying no, cheaters are the growth. And I'm saying they're not, but at least I'm acknowledging, yeah, they had a role in it, but not a substantial one. You seem to just believe no matter what that that's why the game is where it's at. Well, I hate to tell you, but every other game in existence that has come from the ground up and has cheaters in it is not popular due to them and not successful due to them. That's not how game development works. You grow your game based on the development of the game and the quality of the updates. And that's what's gotten Tarkov to where it's at. Because if you played it 2.5 years ago and play it now, it's a substantially better fucking game. And that will get people to buy that game. Not the fact that cheaters gave them money to keep developing regardless of how good the game is. That's not how it fucking works. I can't hear you. I have you unmuted. I can't hear you. So I don't know why you're so dead set on believing. I cannot hear you. I can't do anything on my end.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
First, you know what? I'll tell you after the stream.
No, say it. We're already fucking going. Just say it. What?
First, you muted me.
Yeah, you were just doing this and fucking stream. I hope you do that. Duh. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck about you shouting over me and fucking trying to prove a point that
You're not understanding
No,
the
you're
point
trying.
I'm getting.
No, I
No,
understand it.
You're not. You
So
don't.
what am I not
Because
understanding?
What I'm saying is this game, hands down, probably could have made it without it, without the cheaters. I believe what you're saying. They could have. Game developers, after a while, which is why probably Call of Duty and all that stuff come out with a new game. We're gonna put that in quotations. Come out with a new game because we all know they're the same fucking game that come out year after year.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, cheaters were a big deal.
You're not telling me that. You're guessing. You don't know that.
Okay. I am telling you in my thoughts, in
Yeah.
my point, that I personally believe that cheaters were a big deal in the game development. I wish that were not true. I 100% hope that is not true.
Okay.
What I'm telling you is in my thoughts, Nick,
I heard you.
is that it's not true.
Can you explain to me
Why?
what I'm not understanding, though?
I'm telling you, I think it's a big game development thing because of the fact that the incoming money
God.
in the game.
I want you to tell me what I'm not understanding.
Okay, so if you were a cheater and you were Charles, the guy that got banned,
Sure.
and you're trying to make money,
Yep.
you got banned within 24 hours. What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna buy the game again. I got banned so fast.
You say that.
Okay, if you get banned in
bought the
24
game.
hours, yeah,
He
I'd
bought
probably
the
buy it
game.
one more time. If I get banned again, I'm not buying it again.
Okay.
But that's
It's
irrelevant.
hard-
That's me versus so many other people. Yeah, there's gonna be people who
It's
rebuy
hard to
it.
say that in a mentality of because you're a very.
Okay,
you're
I'm
straightforward.
acknowledging that people would rebuy the game. I know they would.
He bought the game.
Yes,
He
of course
bought-
he did. Most people do.
Okay, can you stop yelling?
I don't.
I'm
You're
just
telling me
telling
I
you.
don't understand something. Tell me what the
No.
fuck I don't understand.
I'm telling you to think in a cheater's
I
mentality.
fucking know. Tell me what I'm not understanding, though. You're saying you
saying-
don't understand. You don't understand.
bought-
What the fuck do I not understand, Travis?
He bought the game again.
I fucking know.
So
What
I'm
am I
saying-
not getting? What am I not getting?
In a cheater's mentality.
Oh my fucking god. Say it one more time so I hear you. They buy it again, right? Is that what you're saying? That they fucking buy it again? Because I didn't hear you the first 10 times. I fucking know they do. What is your point?
That they're gonna continue to buy the game.
Of course they
even though-
are. Yes. Yes. I know that. What am I not understanding? You
Just
keep
fucking end it.
fucking
I'm done.
saying.
I'm done.
You
I'm done.
keep saying I don't
I'm
understand
done.
something.
I'm
But
done.
what do I not understand? Why are you done? What? Because I understand everything and you have no more
No,
points to
because you
make?
don't stop yelling.
You don't have any fucking points to make. So, with that, are
What?
you what?
Did it just end?
No. You disconnected.
Uh,
Okay, you don't have any more points to make. Is that correct? Is that why you're
No.
done?
what I'm telling you is they keep buying
Holy
the game,
shit.
and you're saying they don't buy the game.
Who the
and
fuck
they
said that? When did
You-
I say
I'm-
that?
Telling you to think.
Travis,
and
tell
it-
me when I said they don't buy the game again. Tell me when I
I'm-
said that.
I am meaning to say is what you're thinking, and I'm telling you to think in a cheater's mentality.
I
And you're
completely
saying,
understand.
Okay, shut up.
You keep telling me
You're-
the same shit over and over again. You're saying the same fucking sentence over and over again. Tell me something I have not heard yet, because I am thinking, okay, cheaters will rebuy the game. I am understanding that. I am understanding that they
So
contribute to
cheater's
the income.
mentality, they're gonna buy the game over and over again.
Yeah.
So, what helps the development of the game?
People buying the
Cheaters.
game. No.
Over and over again.
Why would you say cheaters? Like, as if there's no legitimate players.
Who the fuck legitimately is gonna buy more than 2 accounts?
Who said they need to buy 2 accounts? How about a
I
person
am
who's never
saying
fucking bought the game
at the
buys the
most-
game? What,
at
you
the
think they're
most-
never going to get new players?
At the most, a fucking legitimate player is gonna buy it 2 times.
I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about one time. One time. What about new players? Are you
I am
forgetting
forget-
that people don't own this game?
I'm not forgetting.
You
I'm
obviously
telling you
are.
that a lot of people don't buy first-person shooters because they don't play first-person shooters.
Okay, and a lot of people do.
Yes.
Of course there's
But
people
what-
who don't, but there's people
I
who do
am-
too.
I agree with everything you're saying. I'm just
So what the
telling
fuck are you saying to me?
that cheaters do play a big role in the
No, they
development of
no.
the
See,
game.
you're missing my point. Is what the issue is here. You keep saying they play a big role. They're gonna rebuy the game. Yada yada yada. I'm saying they are gonna rebuy the game. They play a role, but not a big role.
Okay.
They are not here. Escape from Tarkov as a game is not where it is because of cheaters. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Your thoughts and my thoughts are differently.
Right.
I
So
personally think that cheaters do. I personally think that I respect the fuck out of your decision, your thoughts, and I wish one day that I could think like you. But my personal opinion is that cheaters do play a big role in this community growing, in this thing growing.
okay,
And here's why.
I asked you this previously.
Here's why. Is McGuire, the guy
Yep.
that I know personally cheated with somebody,
Yes.
did not play this game, and he was not a big. He was a Rust player. He was an Arma player. He
Mhm.
was, he just played certain sorts of game.
Yeah.
Me and you personally played with him, and he wasn't fond of the game. He wasn't fond of the game because it was most maps it's slow paced, and a
Yep.
lot of maps it's back and forth. You know how the game is. It's
Yes,
slow
I
paced and
know.
everything. Okay, so let me finish before you fucking
I'm waiting for
commentate.
you to finish. You keep going on and on about shit that's
So in the
irrelevant. Get
comment,
on to your point.
it's not. It doesn't matter if it's irrelevant or not. It's just it's just going on with what I think. Okay, it doesn't matter if it was slow or not.
Yeah, get on to your
So
point though.
what I'm saying is, like, he didn't like the game. He didn't play. He stopped playing it after, which was 2 years ago. He bought it. I would say he bought it about a year ago.
Okay.
Stopped playing it about 8 months ago. Then saw streamers playing it, and he said, "Okay, you can play fast plays." He wants action, constant action, constant action.
Yep.
So he started playing it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then he was okay with cheaters playing it because of the fact that he benefited off of it. Then he fucking hated that cheaters are playing with it, and now he hates the fact that they're doing stuff to stop streamers or stop cheaters. So he's like, man, fuck this game. Like, I don't want them to stop being able to stop playing. He wants them to stop being able to play fast paced. Do you know what I mean? He wants them to stop being able to play as fast as they do.
Yeah.
She's like, fucking cheaters are stupid. That guy right there wouldn't have played if he didn't see streamers playing fast paced and then cheaters. And what I'm saying is, they bought the game a long time ago.
Okay.
Yes, I do see the player development, and they see the game, they see they like it, and they see streamers playing fast paced. But if this game were to be played the way it's normally supposed to be played, it was this slow paced, methodical,
Yeah.
tactical.
Yeah.
A lot of players wouldn't play it. The only reason that this game is big,
Okay.
in a sense, is because of, do you see any methodical players
Can you tell me
playing
how
the
this
game
relates to
besides-
cheating?
Yes, I'm going to. In
Yeah,
a
get
second.
to it.
No, I'm not going to get to it. I'll get to it when I fucking want to.
Okay. Get
Do
to
you
it though.
see-
Yeah, I
do
see
you
it. Yeah,
see-
fast pace gets people to play the game. Yeah, I know that.
How many streamers?
Pretty much all of them. Yeah, I know.
Okay. Now, what are the methodical, slow-paced streamers playing?
Not many.
How many? Which one's the one that we like both?
Smoke.
Okay. So if they were to see Smoke, which was the top streamer for a very long time,
Yep.
playing this game the way they did a year ago, I would say a year and a half ago, do you think as many players would be playing the game?
No.
Okay. So do you think Landmark, which I didn't see over a year and a half ago playing, he came up within the last maybe 6 months, 7 months.
Yeah.
Playing the game. Him alone.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you think as many players and as many cheaters would have joined the game?
What the fuck does that have to do with cheaters?
Do you think, yes or no?
Yes or no to what?
Do you think as many people and as many cheaters would be playing the game today?
That's two different questions.
It's
So
the same
are more people gonna play due to him? Yes. Are more cheaters gonna play due to him? No.
I think, see, that's where.
Well, I mean, the more people, the more cheaters. That's just obvious. If
That's
there's
what-
a million
that's-
players, then there's gonna be more cheaters than a game with
That's the thing that I'm
10,000
getting- That's
players.
the thing that I'm getting at. Is like, you see a popular streamer playing this game, and you see him playing fast pace, and you see him doing this, and you see the game picking up because people can play fast pace, because people like fast paced games.
Okay.
They're going to take over the game. Cheaters are going to take over the game. They're going to cheat, and once you see a live trading like the flea market on the game, where they can make money off the game, cheaters are going to take over the game. And what develops the game? More money coming in.
How does this relate to cheaters? I don't understand.
Cheaters are going to play where they see fast-paced players and they see streamers playing. okay, look, this guy's playing this, and a lot of stream snipers see it, and a lot of stream snipers and a lot of cheaters stream snipe, so they see it and they say, oh look, I'm gonna cheat off this guy and make $1 million, $2 million, sell it real money. I'm not getting at the fact that they watch the streamers this, that, and this. What I'm saying is, streamers make the game more popular. Once
Yeah.
again, like even streamers fast paced this, that, and this. A year ago, you wouldn't see a landmark.
Okay.
Now you'll see it. Cheaters make the game more developed. And I fucking hate to say it because I wish it never happened, because I love the game and I wish the game would support itself in a whole.
Okay. Can I?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you.
I wish you would see both sides of it.
I'm gonna.
I see your side of it.
I see what you're saying, and I'm gonna ask you a question, and you're gonna tell me if I'm correct. You are saying that because Landmark and other fast-paced streamers are playing the game, that people, his viewers who don't own the game, are seeing it and saying, I can play this game fast-paced, I'm going to buy the game, and now that grows the popularity of the game, and the more popular the game gets, the more cheaters there now are too.
Yes.
That's what you're saying? Okay.
Yes, absolutely true.
Okay, so basically, these fast-paced streamers are growing the game in a way that appeals to cheaters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
It opens up the broad spectrum of cheaters,
Yes.
showing, hey, I can play this, I can do that.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, so let me ask you one more question. Do you, and this, if you don't see the hole in the logic that you're using after I ask you this question, then there's no hope in even discussing this with you. So let me ask you this. The majority of Landmark's viewers and all fast-paced streamers, the majority of them, do you believe that the vast majority of them are cheaters?
Mm.
Now, I'm talking Landmark, say he has 10,000 viewers. How many of those do you believe are cheaters?
I can't put an exact number on it, but I will tell you. So I make fun of Landmark for saying every death that he has is a cheater, because which is a thing that he does.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell you that he runs into a lot more cheaters than I have. And I will tell you that I have played labs, and me and you personally play a bunch of different maps. And a lot of the cheaters that I do play, or that I have come into, were labs.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying, I can't say to the number. He has 8,778 viewers right now.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what I think the numbers are, but I will tell you, to up and coming streamers like this, when you see somebody coming in or leaving with so much gear, which right now he's probably leaving with, I'm watching his stream when we started talking about this, he's probably leaving with like 4 million rubles with gear.
Uh-huh.
If you were to sell it all.
Yep.
A cheater, or somebody that thinks to cheat and make money off this game, were to come off of this game, that guy's making 4 million when I can make 4 million off of fucking sentence. And I believe that it brings in more cheaters.
Yeah. Let me ask you though. I want you to answer this question. I really need you to answer this question to make a very clear point very clear to you, because you accuse me of not seeing both sides, and you're just not seeing both sides here. So I'm going to ask you to answer this question, and I need you to answer it. Out of his 8,778 viewers, or whatever the number was, do you believe 1/10 of them, 10% of them, 800-something players, are cheaters? Do you truly believe that 10% of his viewers are cheaters?
No, I don't.
You don't believe that?
Stop.
No, because I'm making a point here. And you're gonna go on these tangents, and it's gonna take me 20 more minutes to make this point, and we're gonna fucking sidetrack to the point where the point's irrelevant.
I do not believe 800 are cheaters.
Okay, now let me ask you: do you believe it's more or less than that?
I believe it's less.
Okay, so can I put a hole in your entire mentality of cheaters growing?
Go ahead, because then I can come back and say something. Please go ahead.
So you believe that a large portion of the game's success is due to cheaters, but now you're telling me that uh, a large like implementation of cheaters into the game, a large source of cheaters flowing into the game, is a fraction of what the legitimate viewers are. Therefore, a large flow of players are coming in from Landmark, but a fraction, less than 10%, you believe are cheaters. And yet, that less than 10% is a large help towards their growth. So
Okay.
you're telling me, I think your definition of a large impact from cheaters is just really skewed to be really less than 10%. If
Okay.
I'm
So
if I'm understanding
my
correctly.
my not 10% of landmark. What I'm saying is, okay, tell me out of the top 20. I'm gonna say that you were more into depth with the streamers because you actually introduced me to Smoke. So tell me out of the top. I'm gonna tell you a page and tell me how many you know. Landmark.
Yeah.
Before, no. Landmark 1 year ago.
No.
Okay. When me and you started playing. When me and you started playing.
I did not know him a year ago.
No, that's fine. Landmark. Clean.
Yes.
Anton.
Yes.
Grimes.
No.
Warren.
Yes.
A year ago, you knew him.
Yes.
Bullseye.
No.
Sigma.
Yes.
Sai Sin.
Yes.
Omid Live.
No.
Queen FPS.
No.
Without Aim.
No.
Miss. I don't even know how to say that. M4ST3RJ3Y.
No. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Gotcha.
No.
Zampa or Z4 Ampa.
No.
Kodak Official.
No.
Orb.
No.
Lion
Wait, yeah,
Rest.
yeah, I know Orb.
You know Orb? Okay, no, that's fine. Lion Rest.
No.
41.
Yeah.
Okay, so you knew 41.
Yep.
Okay, that was the first 3.5 pages.
So I know maybe half, maybe.
No, I say you knew 1, 2. Yeah, I say you knew out of. Okay,
It's like a little bit less than half, but
it's less than half.
yeah.
Do I believe personally that the game grew because of content wise? Yes. I do personally believe that the game grew because of content wise and the way they were the way they were introducing stuff. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally also believe that a year and a half ago, this game wouldn't be where it's at also because of cheaters. And the reasoning why is do you ever search random streamers?
Yeah. How do you think I
Okay.
found all of them? Yeah.
Okay, so I search random streamers, like random. And I go to, like, I'll go right now and say where I weren't into the game. And I go down to a guy named, I don't know, this guy's name is Korean. So I scroll down, I see, okay, he's not a Twitch streamer. And he's playing fast paced. I'm like, oh, dude, I could fucking play that game fast paced.
Mm-hmm.
When in all actuality, you and I both know that this game is a tactical based game. It's not a fast paced. I'm going to go in there like fucking Chris Kyle, which is, by the way, American Sniper.
Mm-hmm.
A fast paced game.
Yep.
And a lot of people do what you and I do is to go look for the lower, shittier, not I wouldn't say shittier, lower streamers that lower viewer gamers that play the right way.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me right now that cheaters didn't have a big, like, I would say not say so, but a big push in the game's development because of the fact that more money's thrown into the game and they're seeing it. I personally think this game.
How big do you think of an impact that they had?
Dude,
That's what I want
think,
to know.
like, the thing is like and it's not big. If there was no streaming involved, no streaming, no Twitch, no fucking Mixer, none of that, it would be a lot less than my stream, like what I think now. But I think with big streamers playing this game, like Shroud, like fucking Summit, it brings in a lot more cheaters, and that's the whole point of
Dude,
it.
yeah, it
Like,
does. Listen to me though.
and
Listen.
that's what I'm
You're
getting
but
at.
you're not seeing the full thing though. You keep saying that I'm not seeing the full thing, but you are purely and utterly focused on everything to do with bringing cheaters and that's it. And for
No, no, no,
every
no, no,
no,
no, no,
listen
no,
to me.
no,
For
no, no, no. You
every
don't.
cheater
So,
that Shroud or Landmark or whoever the fuck Fast Pace is, for every cheater that comes into the game, due to them, 10, maybe 15, it could be a fucking 100 legitimate players come in, and that's always been the case.
no, 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 no. I agree with you. That's it. Like
So,
that's the whole thing I was getting
yeah,
at.
so
The
if
whole thing is that I'm getting at is yes, there is a lot of players like me and you
yes, like you
that
realize the
believe this game.
vast majority
I
is
I
not
I, be,
cheating.
I believe that,
Right.
but I also believe on the other spectrum is that the only reason that these players, or the reason that these players probably got in is because of big streamers.
Yeah,
Now,
that I
but
mean that's how every game works. Every
no, you're right,
game
you're right. But
grows
I
its
also,
popularity due to streamers.
I believe that a vast majority wants this game to succeed and would pay, or maybe not even play, because I've seen legit players that are non-EOD accounts kill me, and I'm like,
Yeah, of
they're
course.
just better than me, or they bested me in that round.
Yes.
But what I believe in my thoughts, right as of right now, even with Streets of Tarkov coming out, is that cheaters have also pushed this along to make the game come where it's at. And like I said, if you don't play the big money maps, which is reserved, which is fucking labs, you don't get cheated on that much. Because me and you have played, I think I've played 140 fucking matches
Yeah.
this wipe, and we've maybe come into a handful of cheaters.
Yeah.
But you gotta admit, you have to admit
Look, I'm
that
not saying that there's none or few or whatever. I'm saying that even if the ratio, which it's not, it's lower, but even if the ratio is 1 to 10, even if, right? We'll
yeah,
say it is on, and that's 100%. That is the high end of it. I would
uh-huh.
wager that it is about 1 in 100 players. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they told me that it was 1 in 500. But I'm going to go with 1 in 10 purely because it benefits your argument so much to do that, and yet still your argument is just not strong enough. Because even if it was 1 in 10, even if it was, you got to understand that these people who are cheating need to, out of those 1 in 10, for every 1,000 players, 100 players are cheating. Those 100 players, to equate the amount of money that those 900 gave EFT, those 100 need to buy the game at least 9 times each.
Okay.
No, but wait, that's not it, because that's standard edition. Now, if 200 of those 900 legitimate players buy the EOD, well, now that equals 4 games each. Now, those 100 players, each of them needs to buy the game at least 10, 12, 11 times each. And of those 100, maybe 5 of them are willing to buy it more than 3 times. But the vast majority of players who cheat will buy the game once, get banned, buy it again. Most likely all of them will buy it again. But if they get banned a second time, they are most likely not going to buy the game again. Most of them, at least 50 of those 100. So now we're talking about we're talking about 400 sales for 100 players that cheat. Now you look at the 900 dudes who don't cheat and give them like 1,200 sales worth of games. So that's 1,200. That's the vast majority of their profits are now from legitimate players. So if the
Okay,
vast
now let me
majority of their profits is from legitimate players, how can you say that a big portion of the game came from cheaters when they aren't a big portion of the game, and most of them consistently won't buy the game again over and over and over again? It's just not how the math, the player base, the realistic outlook is. Yes, they play a role. Of course they do. Every game that has cheaters, they played a role in making that game money, increase their player count. Every fucking game out there. But to say it's a big portion, to go to reach as far as saying that they
it's not
wouldn't be,
reaching.
you're reaching by saying that they wouldn't be where they are, that 7 maps wouldn't be in the game without cheaters, is a fucking stretch of all stretches, because the amount of money they put into the game is probably equal. You said that exact thing, that 7 maps would not be in the game without cheaters. You said those exact words. Luckily we're recording every fucking word we said, and you can go watch it. Yes.
Okay.
And you're saying that it's a big portion. You're saying they wouldn't be where they are without cheaters. You're saying that they wouldn't be developing the game as far as it would. You said all these things that I think are incredibly inaccurate.
What I think I said was that without cheaters, which we'll never be able to prove, that they would be where they're at. I don't think, and I don't recall, and I'm hoping I didn't.
You absolutely said it.
Okay, I'm going to look back, but what I think and what I recall is that I don't think that I said they would be where they're at without cheaters. I don't believe I ever said that.
You built an entire scenario around a game where cheaters were not in the game. No, you built a scenario, and you said if there were no cheaters for the entire development of the game, that there would not be 7 maps. They would not be as far along as they are now. That is what you said.
Right now.
That's what you said.
If there were no cheaters in the game.
Yep.
And my premise is going off of like Twitch streams.
I don't know why, but okay.
Because that's what grows games.
Right. Yeah. Sure. But that
there would
cheaters are gonna come to a game regardless of streamers, though. That's the thing.
I understand that. But streamers pulls real money to games like they did CS:GO, and they fucking shut that bitch down.
What do you mean they shut that bitch down? What is that? Who did it?
You can't gamble like you used to.
Oh yeah, I know that. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like I never said this game right here. In my personal opinion, like to straighten things out, you say I fucking said that.
Look, I'm not saying you said. You did say. You're gaslighting.
No, you're saying that I said that.
You did say it. No, you did. It's recorded.
I specifically.
I don't
said
give
this game.
Yes, 100%. You said it. It is in video. Yes.
Can I finish talking?
So no, you keep gaslighting, saying I said that you said. No, let's get it out there.
I didn't say
you
that.
You said I said. No, I'm telling you, you did say. You're gaslighting. You're minimizing the shit you said.
I'm not minimizing.
You are. You're saying you think you did, but you don't know you did. You did.
I didn't say that. What I was saying was I hope I didn't say it.
You just said you don't think you said it, but...
Just please finish.
Dude, you, like... I talk to you a lot. And when you are... wrong, or when you said something that you don't agree with, but you said it in the heat of the moment, you gaslight.
I'm not gaslighting anything.
No, you are.
I'm saying it. No.
Look, everybody doesn't like to be wrong. Nobody likes to be fucking wrong.
I love to be proven wrong by facts.
Dude,
what I'm saying is if I'm wrong, I really hope that in one day, next month, 2 months, 3 months, you can prove me wrong. I really fucking do.
You'll never be able to prove it wrong.
You'll never be.
I'll tell you what. Here, how about this? How about we talk about the concurrent player count versus how many accounts have been banned. How about we do that?
Okay, let's
So
see.
the highest concurrent player count. No, okay, you can't look it up because it's not publicly available. But during one of the podcasts with Nikita, he stated, now I can't find the video right now. I don't remember what podcast it was, but I remember him saying that the concurrent player count at the time of them doing a podcast fairly recently was 300,000 people concurrently. Now, the most people he's ever banned in one day was 4,000. And that does not count people online at the time.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Nope.
I
So
couldn't remember me telling
the highest that I ever remember was 4,000. Now, even if it was 10,000, that is not people online. That's people in general. They don't have to be online to get banned, obviously. One day you wake up, you try and log in, you're banned.
Can I say one thing before you? Don't
I'm
say
saying,
anything else.
but I'm
No,
saying
no, no, no. But
that-
before you talk, wait, before you talk, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
My thoughts on the game, my thoughts on everything, even the cheater aspect of it. This game could have carried itself and can carry itself to success.
It already has.
Okay, can I? You weren't supposed to say anything.
But you're saying it can carry itself to success. Do you know how successful this game is? They could stop making this game right now, and literally everyone on that team could retire as millionaires because they are successful. They've made their money, man. They've made the money. They don't need money anymore. I promise you that if they were smart with their money and paid and put in the proper resources without overspending, they would be able to finish this game, and they would be able to create a new game and get income from that without ever selling another copy of this game. Because if they sell, and I'm not kidding, if they sell 1 million copies, they now have $40 million to play with. Now, games like Grand Theft Auto 5, the biggest selling game of all time.
Is that really?
Yes, it's made billions of dollars. The budget to create the game as a finished product to become the largest selling game of all time ever in any entertainment, not just game. It made more than any movie that's ever come out ever. It is the highest grossing piece of entertainment to ever touch the planet. And it cost them less than $100 million to create over a 10-year span. Now, if Escape from Tarkov, an indie developer with less than 100 employees, can't make a game and finish it with $40 million, that is due to them misspending. They've made their money. They have enough money to create and finish a AAA product.
Who made
Rockstar made Grand Theft Auto.
How many games do they own?
Fuck tons. That's where they got the $100 million to create GTA 5. But what I'm saying is, they now they have the money. Escape from Tarkov's developers have the money to create and finish their game.
Okay.
They've made their money purely based off of advertisement from streamers, advertisement from doing the Twitch drops.
Look, dude, I just have a hard time me personally.
I don't know why. I want you to give me reasons why you have a hard time believing that cheaters played a large role or didn't play a large role. And the only reason through this entire 2 and something hour conversation that we've had,
it's only an hour and a half.
At least. So the whatever hour plus conversation that we've had, the only reason, and I'm not fucking kidding here, the only reason that you have given me is one, completely anecdotal, which, by the way, for anybody who doesn't fucking know what that means, it means your personal experience rather than the entirety of the facts of the situation. You're going purely off of personal experience, and your reasoning to believe that cheaters played a large role was that 5 or 6 people who've gotten banned and rebought the game. That was your reason so far. That's it. That is all you've told me. And I hate to tell you, but that fucking sucks. It sounds like you got some shit friends who like to cheat. But
It wasn't.
but of
didn't
all the
give. I
people that
gave
I've ever played Tarkov with, only one has been banned. So your anecdotal evidence,
Who?
fucking Charles. That's it. That's the only.
Oh,
I
you
don't
played
even.
with Charles?
I don't even know him. He's the only person I've ever been in contact with who's been banned. And I've
No,
played with
the thing
a
you're
ton
not
of
getting
people.
is
So your
the-
anecdotal evidence of it being a large portion is the complete opposite for me. So obviously your anecdotal evidence is null and void due to my anecdotal evidence. Is it not? Because you use your anecdotal evidence as evidence, well then I can use mine as evidence.
I have no problem
So
using your.
right.
What I'm simply saying, and it's not just
You have
my.
nothing to back up your beliefs.
Can I
That's the
finish, please?
problem. That's the problem here, is that you're just going off a whim and saying shit with nothing to back it up at all.
I never claimed. I'm telling
I know
you.
I know.
My personal
Right.
opinion.
And here's the problem with that. I
With my opinion?
yeah, I have an
With my
issue.
opinion?
Yeah, I have an issue with the idea that you believe something so strongly that you'll argue with someone for over an hour about it, but then you have nothing to fucking back it up at all. And the shit I've said, I'm giving you numbers.
You have.
No, listen to me. I'm not done.
No.
I
I'm
gave
saying
you
have great
numbers. I've given you reasons why the game could have made it without it. I've given you ample fucking shit to make you maybe sway your opinion. And all you do is say, but in my personal opinion, I think that this. But it's like, okay, so what does it fucking take for someone with an opinion and no evidence to maybe see the light and maybe realize, holy shit, maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. And you say you like being proven wrong if you can get facts. Well, I hate to tell you, there's never gonna be facts on this because you'll never know the amount of cheaters. You'll never know the amount of sales they made. We'll never know. So with that, that's just you, yet again, gaslighting your argument to say, I'll be proven wrong with facts, but I'm only saying that because I'm in the safety net of knowing that the facts will never come. Therefore, I never have to change my opinion. So everybody who tells me otherwise can fuck off because you can't prove me wrong. That's what you're doing. But instead, you could just listen to what I'm saying, understand that maybe you're wrong. Everybody's entitled to an opinion, but everybody's got a fucking opinion. Some are fucking wrong. You know, you could have the opinion that Hitler did nothing wrong, but, you know, objectively, you're probably fucking wrong. You know what I mean? Like, some opinions can just be wrong. And in my opinion, your opinion's way fucking off base, and I've given you probably fucking 50 reasons why, but you'll just sit there and null and void and act like nothing I say matters because, well, you can't prove it with facts. So fuck off.
So
That's what you're saying, basically.
There's only, like, you can't give opinions or yeah, you can give opinions. I'm saying there's no way of winning this argument on either side.
No, okay, actually there is.
Can I finish?
No, but see, it's like you're literally admitting right now to saying there's nothing you can do to change my mind. That's what you just said.
Can I finish the?
Yeah, and you know what the problem is? You could change my mind if you provided me with a fucking reason to believe that cheaters created the fucking growth of the game to a large extent.
Nick,
then I would believe you, but you got nothing to show for that. So go ahead. Go.
Please.
Yeah, go.
My Senate. Can I? Yes or no?
I'm going to wait for you to say anything.
There is no way to prove this argument on either side unless we find out how many people have bought the game to how many people or how many accounts there are to the game.
I just fucking said that, dude.
I didn't. No, you didn't.
Of
What did
course you
say?
didn't hear me. Because you
What
fucking,
do you mean?
I say something and you just don't listen because you don't want to agree with me.
Honestly,
Yeah, you're not listening because I'm talking so
for
much and blah, blah, blah.
I was just trying to tell, like I was trying to say that for the last. I think we
Travis,
got.
no
I
matter
think
what
we.
the fuck anybody says here, you're just gonna disagree. Because
No,
you
I'm
wanna be,
not.
you wanna be right.
I'm not. I don't care to be right. If you prove me wrong, I
Nobody's
would
gonna
be.
prove you wrong. So that means you're never gonna fucking admit that you're wrong. No matter what happens. That's what I just fucking said. That even if I give you a good fucking reason not to believe it, even though it's not evidence.
It's not reason based.
What do you mean?
It's
Why
not
is it
reason.
evidence based? Is everything based on facts? Because if it is, how can you believe what you have with no facts?
It's. I'm telling you. I personally believe that. Now, if the facts were to come out of a game and the statistics wise, meaning this game succeeded without this many cheaters,
What
which
makes
is fine.
Tarkov different than any other game with cheaters in it? Can you
A
tell me
lot,
that?
a
Why?
lot.
Why?
This game, hold on. This game is different
I'm not talking
based
gameplay wise. I just want you to know that. I'm talking cheater wise. Like, what makes
money.
this game? What do you mean?
Can you make money off of Call of Duty?
No, you can make money off of fucking RuneScape. You can make money
Can
off of
I?
World of Warcraft. There's
And
other games out there that you can real money trade in. Do you think they're also successful based off of cheaters playing their
no,
game?
no. You
So
want to know
why
why?
is Escape from Tarkov?
Because, like RuneScape, what can you buy to get more gold?
So many things. I can't even go into it. You can make fucking minimum wage by just
Okay,
fucking downloading a free bot and making it play for you. And you can do
which
that
is
10 times. You can have 10 accounts running at one time and you
which is
can
cheating.
and they're yeah, and they're all
Okay,
fucking free and you can literally
okay,
make hundreds of dollars a day.
which is cheating, right?
Yes. Does
Okay. Now,
you need I mean you need a membership to do it, which means you got to give
can you?
them money.
Okay, can you make more money with the membership cheating?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Unbelievably more.
Now, no, no. Now, n- do you me and you have to pay for monthly or yearly upgrades for Escape from Tarkov?
No.
Okay. Now, the reason that like Escape from Tarkov is, not Escape from Tarkov. I'm sorry. RuneScape is successful as they come out with updates, and you have to pay for them. Yes or no?
No.
Or not even Escape from Tarkov. World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
You have to pay for stuff
You don't
like
have
that,
to
and
buy them though. You can play the game
I mean,
without them.
in-game gold. Who? I mean, my.
So you
How
have
many
no
people?
fucking reason to think that any game is different. You just have this mindset with just Escape from
I think
Tarkov for no
I
reason
do.
at all. You have no apparent reason to believe this, but you just do.
I I just believe that Escape from Tarkov players, cheaters. Okay, cheaters make more money. They sell it for shitty players, which I've seen,
Yeah.
to sell the money back. Escape from Tarkov hasn't given the player base the opportunity or the reason to upgrade. They allow you, if you buy the base package, which is $60, to end up getting a gamma package.
No, you can't.
You're telling me if you buy a, like, you can't
If you get
get
the
the
standard edition, you can't get the gamma.
can you get the epsilon?
You can get the kappa.
I mean, not the gamma. I'm sorry, the kappa.
Yeah, you can get the kappa.
Okay, so
So
I
you
would
need to
say
finish every quest. So you're telling me for the entirety of you not having every quest completed to having every quest completed, there's no advantage?
I just
Of course there
I don't
is.
know
And
why
people
I
are gonna
believe.
And
I
people
don't
are
know
gonna.
why I believe it. I just believe there's a lot more cheaters out there that are helping the progression of the game.
What's
Do
crazy
I
is that you have no reason to believe it because you even said specifically that you and I don't even run into a lot.
no
So you're just going
me
off of shit that you've seen Landmark say.
no, not at
Yeah,
all.
you have nothing to
Okay,
go off
can I
of.
finish my sentence? Last white, when I was playing with somebody and people that I did not enjoy playing with, I played reserve and I played uh, labs. I would say pretty good amount, and not a pretty good amount in the sense of the way I was playing to learn the map. It was let me fucking follow somebody around,
Hmm.
let them fucking do their thing because they've been playing the game and kill somebody, and then they say you get my scraps. Is what I did a lot of the time.
Yep.
Now, did I not? I knew customs. I knew interchange. I knew somewhat of woods, but I played the two maps that I did not know, which was reserves and lab.
Yep.
And the amount of cheaters that I ran into.
I was waiting for you to say that this entire fucking time. You ran into more cheaters on those two maps, right?
On an ungodly
I really wish you
amount.
would just fucking say that from the get-go instead of going on for 5 minutes about every other map you've played. We know there's more cheaters on those two maps. That is completely and utterly evident. We know that. So you're saying because there's more cheaters on 2 of the 7 maps, that means that a large player base, or a large part of the player base, is cheating. When in fact, yes, a large part of the player base is cheating on those 2 maps. What about all the players on the other 5 maps, which, by the way, is much greater than the 2 map player base, that aren't cheating? Like, if there's 1,000 players playing Labs and Reserve at the same time, and 5 fucking 100 of them are cheating, then you go over to the other 5 maps, and they have 5,000 players playing, and 10 of them are cheating. Well, I hate to tell you, your fucking overall ratios aren't that goddamn bad. So, you singling out these 2 maps as the reason why the entire fucking game is successful. And by the way, those are the 2 most recent maps. So the growth of the game before them, oh, were there just not cheaters then, or did they play other maps? Well, now we're getting into territory where you got no fucking say in it because you don't know.
I
So
think you need to go wash your
the
dogs.
growth of the game prior and currently has not ever been based largely on cheaters because cheaters weren't common until now, where they added lucrative loot maps like Labs and Reserve. But those maps would have never came out if there were cheaters, you say. Bullshit, because they did. The maps are out. The cheaters weren't common back before those 2 maps, and the cheaters are not the majority now. So how are they making most of their fucking money from cheaters? How are cheaters playing a large portion? You have no fucking idea. No matter what anybody says, you're not going to agree with them. You are fucking stonewalling the entire conversation the entire fucking time. This has been back and forth because you can't fucking see both sides, yet you can accuse and fucking ridicule anybody who can't agree with your side, saying that they don't see both sides.
Here's the
No,
thing.
you don't see both sides.
I didn't
You like
ridicule.
to fucking say I don't see both sides.
I didn't ridicule
You
anybody.
constantly fucking said that I don't see what you're saying. I don't
You-
fucking understand. I don't see both sides. No, I see your side, and I'm saying it's dumb. Because it
Okay.
is. That's what I'm saying. I'm
That's
saying
the
your
first time- that's
side
the
is
first time
fucking
you
wrong.
Said that.
No, it's not. I'm saying your side of thinking that cheaters played a large role is wrong. For you to say cheaters played a role, yes. Did they play a large role? No. They played a role just like every other fucking game in the universe. But they're not playing a large one. But you'll never fucking agree to that because God forbid Travis is wrong. God forbid he sees another way. God forbid he fucking agrees with somebody when previously or prior to the conversation he didn't, even if this person is giving them so many reasons, while yes, they're not factual fucking information, they're ballpark estimates that probably are adding up pretty damn close, but even disregard all of that because Travis needs facts. If Travis doesn't have the
No.
hard facts, which by the way you just said about 15 minutes ago, that if you don't have the facts, you don't have the player count, the amount of sales, you said this. If you don't have the sales, then you're not going to change your opinion. So what you're saying is if you don't have the facts in front of you, then everybody else can fuck off. Even though you don't have the facts yourself, you'll just disregard an entire conversation, disregard all the high likelihood possibilities that what I'm saying is right. You'll disregard it because I can't provide evidence. So when you say you like to sit down and converse and discuss shit, you're bullshitting. Because you don't. You like to say your point and then disagree with anybody who says differently. I hate to tell you, but if you could show me hackers on every other map in the game, I don't need numbers. I need to see hackers prevalent. I need to see I've played 300 fucking raids and I've gotten cheated 3 times. I've killed over 1,000 PMCs and I've died to PMC cheaters 3 times, which means 3 in 1,000 for me, which is 0.3%. So that's a number. That's a base that we could go off of. And that's just PMCs that I've killed. What about all the PMCs I was in raids with? How many is that? 2,000? 3,000? And 3 of them have killed me? That's what we're going off of. And that's purely based on 5 of the maps. Not the other 2. I won't even count them because, yeah, I'd probably die fucking 50 times if I played them. But that's 50 out of what, 5,000? See, the numbers don't add up to say that the majority or a large portion of the game has been successful due to them. But you'll just say it was because you fucking want to. You have no reason to believe it, but you'll say it anyway. No matter the discussion, no matter the fucking reason, you'll just say it. Because you can. No matter what. So this conversation's fucking pointless to begin with. I'm kind of ashamed to go on for so long about it because it was fucking worthless. It's impossible to have a discussion with you when you're just going to stonewall and gaslight every fucking thing I say by saying, yeah, but I don't believe it and you're not seeing 2 sides. What the fuck's the point of talking about this shit?
Don't think that I've ever said...
What did you not say this time?
You know what? Dude,
You're fucking... It's unbelievable.
I can't wait to hear this. I'm not telling you that 2 sides don't fucking matter. And I'm not telling you, I never said, never.
I can't wait to hear this.
Did I say that it was just game progression? I personally said that I thought that it was just fucking... I personally said that it was cheaters that I thought helped game possession. I never said that it was just fucking fuck. Hold on. I never said personally that game possession didn't help the fucking game succeed. And I also never said that cheaters helped this game proceed.
Yeah,
only.
You've been saying it. No, of course.
No,
I didn't. Did I just say that you said that?
Yes, you did.
What did I say? What did I say? Tell me what I said.
Okay, can you fucking stop so I can tell you?
What? Tell me what I said.
You told me that I only thought game possession or cheaters helped this game grow.
No, I didn't.
Strictly. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. What I said was you said a large portion of it was, which is what I just reiterated.
And I personally think...
Right, and you have no fucking reason to believe it.
And you have no reason to
Yes, I do.
it.
I just gave you so many fucking reasons. This is what I'm saying. I could give you fucking a million reasons not to believe it, but you're just gonna fucking go with it because you want to.
No.
What is the point of talking to you about any of this if you're just gonna fucking say that you can't change your mind unless I give you facts? What's the fucking point of talking about it? How about next time I just fucking screenshot numbers and send them to you? There you go. Now we don't gotta talk. Now you just see numbers and say, okay, I changed my opinion. That's the point? That's what we're doing?
No.
So what the fuck's the point of talking about it then? What is the point of talking about it without facts? Should nothing be discussed unless there's facts to back it up? Can you not change your fucking opinion on something purely based on reasoning and understanding somebody else's opinion?
You can.
So why aren't you? Give me a reason why you aren't, and maybe I would sway mine.
Okay.
What makes you believe what you believe?
Just because it's a money-based game, and what I've seen in past games.
There's what past games? Tell me what past games.
CS:GO is
not successful largely in part of cheaters. Irrelevant point. Move on to the next game.
Why is the game free now?
Because they can afford to make it free due to the $100 million CS:GO skin market that they created, not based off of cheaters. Next game, go ahead.
I was a largely CS:GO player, okay? So
was I.
All I'm saying is I just believe and thought that CS:GO or not CS:GO, EFT is a largely based audience, and I believe still to this, that's a largely based audience that cheaters are exploiting. And it may be my non-faith in people, but I personally believe that people don't give a shit whether you're creating a game or not, or whatever you're doing. I personally believe people are fucking shit cans, and that anything you can exploit, people exploit.
Yeah, no shit. What does that mean about the progression of the game and it largely relying on cheaters? What does that have to do with it?
People are shit cans and they're going to exploit.
Yeah, of course they are. Does that mean the majority of them are doing it? No.
I didn't say
so how can the majority of people not be doing it, but then the majority of the game has been, or at least a large portion of the game has relied on them? How can those two things be simultaneously happening?
I have bought in one game.
Great.
And that's strictly it. I've bought in one game.
Yeah, and you've paid more than 4 cheaters buying one regular game, because you gave them $150 and cheaters give them $35, $40.
Do you really think that cheaters have only bought in 4 accounts?
Okay, you've given them more than 2 cheaters who bought the game twice.
I am just.
And also, that's going off of the idea that one cheater is equal to one fucking player. No, there's thousands, millions more regular players than there are cheaters.
I know.
So how the fuck are they largely based or largely gaining income from cheaters if the large majority aren't fucking cheaters?
They see a constant income of cheaters.
That doesn't mean that they fucking... First of all, that doesn't mean that they made and progressed the game to where it was based on that constant... If I had a... Yes, you did. If you had a constant income of $20 a day, does that mean you don't need a job because you have a constant income? No, because the constant income isn't high enough to fucking progress in life. Same as their constant income, while it is constant, is not high enough to fucking create and get to where they are now. No, their income... Yes, you fucking did.
I never said it was based solely...
I'm not saying it is. I'm saying largely.
No, I never said largely.
Yes, you
either.
did. You said a lot. So what is the difference between largely and a large portion? It sounds like we're playing fucking semantics here now.
All I said was that this game was like a portion of it.
Yeah, no shit. I said that. I'm saying it's not a large portion. Do you believe a large portion? Do you believe that a large amount of where they are is based on cheaters?
Have you ever asked me what the percentage was?
Yeah, we went over percentages and you fucking didn't answer the question
No.
because you didn't want to be wrong. Yes, we did that
look,
already. Do you want to change and talk about that now? We
I
can talk
didn't
about that
care.
now if you'd like to.
I never cared about being wrong.
Okay, then
If
change your
I
fucking
hope-
tune here and let's talk about percentages. What percentage do you think cheat? Because last time I asked that, you said, "Oh, I can't answer that. Oh, I better not answer that because I might get fucking proven wrong here."
No.
What do you think?
I didn't
Let's
say
talk
that.
percentages. What
And I
percent
can
do you think?
Okay, I can still tell you. I don't know what percentage.
What percent of the game is relying on cheaters? Tell me that. What percent backward would they be without them? Would they be 10% less content? Would it be 150% less content? How much percent content are they gaining from cheaters being in the game?
Do you have work tomorrow?
Yeah. What percent? Can you sit here right now after all that's been said and say, you know what, Nick? Maybe a large portion of the game, maybe a large income isn't from cheaters.
I can tell you right now, my firm belief that a month-to-month basis, a good income is from cheaters.
What does that mean, a good income? See, you can't give a fucking straight answer. Is a large portion. Yeah, good income. What does that equate to? What are we talking about? Is that 1,000 sales? 10 million sales? How much is a good portion?
Why you have to yell?
Because you're not worth talking to about this if you're not gonna give and take. You're just giving and not taking anything. You just give the same 5 points, and that's it.
I am telling you.
We made this podcast to discuss shit. And we're not discussing anything. You're just talking. You're just saying the same 3 points and just not changing anything else. No matter what's said, you just keep going back to, it's my belief that, or I believe that, without any change.
I would say month-to-month basis on a fucking income, on a based income. I would say on a month-to-month basis at this point in the game, it's about 30%.
You think they make 30% of their money is from cheaters?
Yes, because not a lot of new players are buying the game. A lot of people own the game. At this point,
yeah,
in the game. Prior to this, I couldn't tell you because I didn't even think.
Well, I could tell you.
I can tell you. No, you know what? I would even tell you. I would go as close as say, maybe 40%.
Okay.
Of this based at this.
Let's go off of fucking today's sales.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm willing to bet that 50% of their sales today alone are from cheaters. Okay. I could say that easily because no content's coming out. Now, how about this? Now let's talk about the month and update is released.
No. A month and update is released.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Prior pay. Okay, so
fuck tons more from regular players. Fuck tons more. I'm talking 95% probably are legitimate people saying, "Wow, that's a cool update. I want to play the game." Let's talk about their total income ever. All of their income they've ever fucking made. How much do you think is cheaters? How much do I think they made? They made well over $150 million from this game.
$150 million is not a stretch by any means.
Well over. How much of that? Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
See, that's the hard. You want to know why it's
we can agree that they've made $150 million. How about that?
Okay.
Now how much do you think is from cheaters from that? And then I'll give you what I think.
When did the cheaters fuck, dude, I'm telling you.
Last update.
No.
Yeah, 0.11 when Reserve came out. That's when cheaters became insane.
What about when Pestily was there and I've watched videos of a lot of cheaters when the game first came out?
No, they weren't. He didn't play the game when it first came out.
Yeah, he's been.
No, he didn't.
What I saw when the game was came out. Okay, so at this point of the game, okay, so I would say from launch,
From launch until now,
from
how much have they made from cheaters?
from launch, I'm gonna say without cheaters, without cheaters.
Sure, it's the same thing, but
No
sure.
cheaters without cheaters they've made. I mean it's the same thing, but I would say they made cheaters 6 months, 12 months, maybe 100 million.
So you think 50 million, a third of their combined total income?
I don't think they made a
So
150 million.
how much do you think then?
How much?
Let's backtrack. There's no point in Googling this. There's no way to know. I want your guess.
I would say
because there's no numbers, there's no facts to this.
Tarkov has at least out of 150 million. Hold on. The game's been out since when?
2015 or 2016. I'm pretty sure.
It's 20. I think it's 2015. No. I've owned the game
Regardless,
for 2 years.
How much?
I would say if it's 150 million, I would say the game's brought in well over. Or the cheaters alone have brought in well over 25 to 30 million.
You know what I would guess?
What?
I think cheaters have probably made them 2-3 million.
No.
You know how many sales that is? Do you know how many sales that is? Because obviously cheaters are going to go with standard edition accounts, obviously.
Exactly.
So if we're going to talk that, then $22 million is divided by 40. That's 500,000 accounts.
So if Charles, we know
Charles.
No,
50,000 accounts.
We know Charles personally. Say Charles got banned at the beginning of the year, January 1st. He got banned. He bought a game within 24 hours.
Okay.
Which he did.
Yeah.
Bought a game within 24 hours.
All right, let's say I would say 10 million. If I could say 10 million.
Okay, no, but hold on. Just listen. Say he and the funny thing is this count wasn't based off of cheating. This count was based off of helping a friend out. Like he wasn't.
It doesn't. Yeah, but that's not a cheating sale then. That's
what I'm. No. It's a cheating sale.
No, it's not because he didn't cheat on the account, or he didn't buy the game and then cheat.
Okay. What? No, he did. He cheated.
Yeah, he cheated after, but he bought the game with the idea of playing the game.
Okay, so you get banned. Okay, let's base it on this. We buy an account January 1st at fucking noon. We get banned within 24 hours. We transferred all the money out to all the rubles out, dollars out, whatever, to another account. Now we try and constantly do that on a daily basis. Even if we get banned, even if we're making $80 and the game is $60, we're making $20 profit. You're telling me right now that you don't think the game has made at least 25, 30 million?
No. Do you know how many sales that is? That would be close to 1 million fucking sales for cheating accounts. That would mean that if there's 300,000 people playing, which is about the estimate of, or actually that's a number from Nikita himself, looking at the numbers on his monitor, saying there's 300,000 people. So if fucking, what is that, 1/8 of their total sales is 25 million from 150, that's 1/8, or 1/6 actually, which is even worse. So 1/6 of their income is from cheaters, which means of the current people playing, 300,000, a sixth of that is 50,000. Now divide that, and we'll be real fucking generous and say 90 fucking % of cheaters have been banned. We'll go with that, just to make your point even more inaccurate. Now, of those 50,000 people who apparently have contributed to their 25 million of cheating accounts, 90% of them are banned. That's 5,000 left. So you think 1 in every 60 people are cheating. So you should find a cheater in every 5 lobbies? Has that been your experience?
5 lobbies?
Yeah.
Depends on what map you're playing.
No, it doesn't. Because that's the whole player base. We're not talking about the reserve player base. We're talking if you played each map consecutively, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and start back over, do you think you would run into a cheater every five lobbies?
Strictly. Okay, so you're playing if I played every map.
Yep, every map equal amount of times. Would you find cheaters every 5 lobbies? Tell me that.
Do you
Because
see my? Do
if
you
you
see my
think,
thing?
I don't give a fuck. If you think that,
Look and see if you see it.
if you I don't care. If you
What does it
think
say?
that that's the case, then
Can I tell you?
you're
Can I,
arguing something that's just not true. That's the problem here.
look, man. I like. It's not against people that genuinely love the game. I
It's just
think
amazing to me that you really, truly, somehow, with no fucking reason to believe it, will say that a large portion, a sixth you've suggested, a sixth of their fucking income, they made from fucking cheaters. That is unfucking real to think that. Because that would mean that 1 in every 10, 15, 60, 1 in every 60 people are cheating?
You know what I would think?
Are you fucking kidding me to believe that?
I would love to like take a poll on this. Like we play Tarkov from 30 days. We played Tarkov for 30 days straight. So today's the 29th, so tomorrow the 30th. Me and you normally play, so we'll play Tarkov for 30 days straight.
Yep.
And we take whether we've been killed by regular accounts or EOD accounts.
Yeah.
Now, I would out of the EOD account, and what's crazy is that guy that I would confirm or 100% believe that the guy cheated had an EOD account.
Yep.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
I would love to play every map in a row, which is like
I can guarantee. In fact, we're gonna do this tomorrow because I'm honestly, I'm really fucking annoyed that you think like this. And we're gonna play one map in a row. We're gonna play every single map. And if we don't get cheated one time, then you're gonna come on the podcast next time we go live and fucking say I was wrong. We didn't run into cheaters. I guess it's not 1 in every 6 fucking purchases.
I don't understand.
Like, how the fuck can you really believe that?
Listen. The game has great potential.
Oh my god.
I just don't understand why it bothers you so much that I think
because it's not even about the actual like specific topic of the cheater situation. What really fucking pisses me off more than anything is you're incapable of fucking seeing that maybe your opinion just doesn't fucking add up and changing your tune.
You want to know what's honest to God truth? I just have no faith in people in general.
That's great. Okay. I don't either. You think I think everybody's fucking a great dude and no. I think there could be real fucking dickheads in the world who just also don't cheat. What do you think? Just because you're a fucking dick, you're gonna go cheat in a video game and pay extra money to cheat in a video game? No, they're just gonna be dickheads, and they're gonna fucking add you after you get out of a raid, and they're gonna tell you you're a fucking cunt. Like we've had so many times. Those are the dickheads. Then there's the dickheads who cheat. They're both dickheads, just one cheats and one doesn't.
Hey, what kind of chair do you have?
Like, what kind of fucking discussion is this? You have no reason other than just, well, I think so, which is fine. You can have that. But after you sit down and have a discussion with somebody and see the other side of it, you're allowed to change your fucking opinion without facts. But you're just incapable of doing that. And I get it. You don't want to fucking say that you are wrong, or you don't want to say...
No, I will gladly...
No, you won't. You never do. You never... We've
never had a discussion like this. I will tell you right now.
We've played games together for years. And I'll never forget one time that you decided to get fucking mad at me was we were talking about Rust. It was back when I played Rust, like religiously, and you didn't really. And I'll never forget the time that me and Tom were playing.
Wait.
No, I'm not
You're
done.
telling me we
Me
had a
and Tom.
conversation that you played Rust religiously and I didn't.
Yeah, I started playing way
Okay.
before you.
Okay, no, you're right.
Okay,
did
so
you ever...
anyway,
Okay, go ahead.
I was playing before you. That's a fact. I was
fact.
playing and you weren't. That's a fact. Because
No.
you don't even know when the fuck I'm talking about it.
Okay, go ahead.
It could have been
Finish.
fucking 6-7 years ago when I first started playing it. You don't know, but you're about to make a claim that you don't fucking know because you
I
don't want to be
never
wrong
was-
about now.
I'm not making a claim about
Okay,
it.
great.
I'm
Then
asking
let me finish. So I was playing, you weren't. And they had an update to change the AK. And they made the recoil slightly worse. And you came in Discord and said, yo, what y'all playing? And it was me and Tom. And we were
I
in the
remember that. We
game
played on,
using an AK. No, we weren't playing. You weren't playing. Me and Tom
Yeah.
were. No, you were not.
Yeah, we played on the
No.
that month-long server.
No, it wasn't then. No, you were not playing.
When was this? Give me a time
Fucking
frame.
years ago. Years ago. Before you even fucking really played the game much.
Did I? When did I start playing the game? Do you know that?
Like, I don't know. You were playing it religiously last year and the year before that for sure.
I played
You
the
started
game
playing
religiously
it
for
before
3
that.
years.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah. So it was at least, I'm talking at least 5 years ago. So anyway, me and Tom were playing.
I bought the game 4
That's
years ago.
that's great. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we were playing. You weren't. And I said that they nerfed the AK, and you said, no, they made it better. And I said, no, they didn't. Look at the patch notes. And instead of looking at the patch notes, what does Travis do? He yells at me and fucking says I'm wrong, says I'm stupid. Tom laughed at you and said, bro, look at the patch notes. And you said, I am looking at them right now, and it says that they fucking reduced the recoil. It's easier to use. You're both fucking idiots. You disconnected from Discord, and you didn't come back for at least a month.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'll ask Tom about it because I'm sure
That's
he'll
fine.
remember it too. But it happened. I'll never forget it because it showed me I didn't really know you back then. Like, we knew each other, but not like we do now. And I'll never forget that because it was a real tell on how you handle being wrong.
Okay,
Because
so
you got pissy, like you were 13 years old, and you disconnected and didn't talk to me for a month. That's how you acted. And instead of doing that now, you're just saying, no, well, it's my personal opinion, no, this, that, no, this, that.
No,
you don't want to
no,
be
no.
wrong. And you're
I
doing
will
pretty
tell
much
you
anything
right
you
now-
can that you don't want to be
No.
wrong. Yes.
No, if
Yes,
you prove me,
and then
if
there's
you,
tons of times while we're playing Tarkov where you say some dumb shit, and I'm like, no, that's wrong, and you're like, no, it's right, and I'm like, no, Travis, it's fucking wrong, and then you're like, no, and then about
Like
10 minutes
what?
after,
Nick, like
you'll tell
what?
me, okay, maybe you were right. That's it.
And the thing is, I end up telling you
Yeah.
that you're right, and I've admitted
After.
to telling you that you're okay. I've admitted, yes, you're right. I've admitted to telling you that you're right on a lot of certain
Yeah.
situations.
But then there's other times that you just don't.
No problem admitting when I'm wrong. None. I'm telling you right now, and in various.
And I'm telling you right now that no person on the fucking planet is going to come out and say, I will admit that I'm wrong, and then actually do it. No, they're going to say, yeah, I'll admit when I'm wrong, but
No,
not
I
actually do it. You can fucking say
Nick.
whatever you want.
Nick,
Dude,
you
I'm telling, look, there's no facts out there
stop,
with cheats.
relax.
There's no facts out there.
There's
None. But I'm
None.
telling you you're wrong,
What?
and I know
Okay.
you are.
Okay.
And I
you know
think
what?
deep down, maybe you think you are too. Maybe you know
No,
you are too.
No.
But you'll
Okay.
never fucking say it. You'll never fucking say it.
I respect and hopefully, I really hope, honest to God, on my 3 children, hope that I am wrong about this situation.
And yet you have no reason to believe that you're right, but you're going to continue doing so. That's what I'm getting. You have no fucking reason, but you'll just do it. On your kids, you believe that you hope you're wrong, yada, 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 but I'll still believe that I'm fucking right anyway.
I'm not polluting that I'm right. I don't say
No, you
anything
are. If you don't think you're right, then you would change your fucking mind. But you're saying you're right.
No.
If you
What
don't
I'm
think you're
saying
right,
is,
you
I'm
change
not
your mind.
saying I'm right.
So then what is it? You're saying it's a
I am
possibility?
saying that I believe.
So that mean that's the
Can
same
you
thing as
stop?
saying you're right.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You can't believe something and then not believe it at the same time. Either you
I'm
think
not-
you're right
Not
and you
believing.
stand by it, or you
No.
don't think you're right and you're like, okay, well, it's a possibility, but I don't think it's right. But which one is it?
I think that this game, moving forward, even from this point on, that a lot of it has to do with people buying new accounts. If they all of a sudden stop making money, do you really
You know
think
they're not going to do that. They're not going to stop making money.
Do you really think if they were to stop making money and you were to only get 1 to 25 players, even I'll say 1 to even 500 players, 500 players creating new little accounts, not big accounts, little account. Well, I don't know what their little account's called. In 1 month, you know what 500 is stretch. Like 1 to 250. Buying the account at $60, they would be able to pay the developers and everything that they do monthly.
If this happened right now,
yeah,
yeah, because they could finish the game with the
Oh,
money
no,
they've
right
already made.
right now they could finish the game. No, you're right. Right now,
Okay,
they could finish
hypothetically, if it happened a year ago or 2 years ago and they started,
They
I'm
could.
not going to talk about it because it's hypothetical. I don't give a
That's
fuck.
why
Hypothetical is
I'm
irrelevant.
saying-
We're talking about the state of the game, the amount of cheaters in the game now. I'm not gonna talk about some dumb fucking situation that you come up with to prove a point that doesn't fucking exist. It's an irrelevant conversation to have. It means nothing. It has zero basis. It doesn't even need to be discussed. What gain do you get from talking about something that can't and won't happen? Because it already fucking happened in one way. So talking about how it could have happened 2 years ago in another way does literally fucking nothing. So what
Okay.
point are you trying to make with the
I ask you a
hypothetical you're
question?
creating?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How many people do you think have bought in the game?
Over fucking 2 million. Easily. Easily 2 million people have bought the game.
Okay, so you think 2 million have bought the game?
I think it's more than that, but I'm just playing it safe. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 5 million.
Okay, how many people or how many counts do you think have cheated the game? Honest opinion.
150, 200,000, maybe.
That's it? You really think that?
Do you really think there's more? What makes you think? Do you know how many that is? You're not looking at shit the right way. Like,
so
you
what-
realize how many
hold on,
150,000 people is, right? You know
hold
that
on,
that's a lot.
Hold on. I understand it's a lot. I think it's a lot.
Clearly not, because you just said that's it. How many do you think there are?
Okay, I'm asking you. Okay, so we played second day of Wipe, me and you, right?
Yep.
You probably thought about 2 million people were playing that game at the time, right?
At the time, no. We're talking about total sales. Concurrent
Okay.
players and total sales are completely different.
Okay, at the time of Wipe, how many do you think were playing?
500,000.
Really?
Easily.
I thought a lot more were playing at that time.
Probably more. That's why I'm saying easily. Probably more.
I would say close, or if not a little over 1 million.
Maybe. It's very possible, yeah.
Well, 500,000 and 1 million is...
Yeah.
And
And you know what?
crazy.
If 10,000 people are cheating out of 1 million, You realize that's 1% of the player base, which means
Okay.
every 10
so
raids you're going to run into a cheater on
a group.
average.
Okay, so
Which
say
isn't
we
the
play.
case, by the way.
So say we play tomorrow,
Yeah.
and they put the player count out there, and they say 700 people play tomorrow.
700,000?
700,000
Okay.
people play tomorrow.
Yep.
How many, honestly, do you think are gonna play tomorrow?
How many do I think are going to play tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, isn't the number 700,000?
No. How many cheaters do you think are gonna play tomorrow? Sorry.
Out of that 700,000?
Yes.
5,000? 6,000?
Really that low?
Yes. Do you realize how many people that is? If that's the number, let's go with that number. We'll go with 7,000 just to make it an even 1%. If 1% of the player base is cheating, that means that out of 10, every 100 players, so say there's 10 people per raid on average, every 10 raids, one of those 10 people are going to be cheating. So 1 out of 100 people you're going to run into are cheating. Now, if that's the case, I've done 300 raids. 300. So every 10 I should meet 1. And out of those 300 raids, I should have met 1 per 10. So 10 goes into 330 times, which means I should have met 30 cheaters. That's insane. That didn't happen. In fact, it was a tenth of that. I met 3. I have met 3. Now, let's say I ran into 27 that never killed me, that killed somebody else and left. Then that means 1% of the player base is cheating. And I can almost guarantee that 27 cheaters have not run into me. I would say that the 3 cheaters that run into me are probably most likely the vast majority of cheaters that have been in my lobby. I've probably been in a lobby with maybe 10 cheaters. Because that's still a lot. Running into 10 cheaters.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You were cut out. Go ahead.
If I ran into fucking 1% of the player base being cheaters, you would notice. But it's been less than that.
I'm going to be honest with you, Nick. I really hope that's the truth.
What do you mean that you hope? You were with me. How
no,
many
no,
cheaters
no.
have you run into?
Okay.
The same amount as me, right?
Please stop.
Well, how many cheaters have you run into?
Well, I played without you even after the fact. I've also played where that I've seen. Actually, as of lately, I haven't played without you. To be honest with you, that's why
I know.
you played without. What do you mean? Stop.
I'm asking you a question. How many cheaters have you run into?
Without you?
Total, including me, without me at all. Total.
How many cheaters have me and you?
No,
For
just
sure.
you. Even if
Okay.
I was there, without me, anything.
Listen. Me and you have played. Oh fuck! I can't even say that. As a me and you, how many do you think me and you have run
Over
into?
200. How many cheaters?
Yes.
I know it's 3. It's 3. We died to 1 on customs. We died to 1 on reserve yesterday, or on shoreline yesterday, and then there was 1 that I can't remember, but it was another time, and that was it.
Have I expressed that I felt like somebody was cheating without you?
Yeah, fuck ton of times, all the time.
Okay, so a percentage would you say about that?
Out of your deaths, how many times do you say that guy's fishy?
Yeah, with you.
I guess 1 in 10, maybe.
1 in 10. Huh.
Now, how many of those are actually cheating, and how many are just you getting shit on and not accepting that?
Even a non-EOD account. That's the thing. It's hard.
I mean,
because I've played 247 matches with me and you. You'd say we've been cheated 3 times, for sure. 100%.
Yes.
Out of the 247 matches we played,
Yep.
So I would say we'll say 245 matches.
Do you believe you've run into 24 cheaters in those 240 matches?
240 matches, 245 matches.
Yeah, do you believe
Do
you've
I-
run
I
into
run-
24?
I would say less than 20. No, I would say less than 15, more than 10.
Okay, so more than 10, less than 15. So
Yes.
we'll go with 15 just to fucking add on to the numbers.
Yeah. No. I completely.
So
Okay, go ahead.
250, that's 15 people that you've run into that are cheating and we're not 100%. So we'll say 15.
Uh-huh.
So out of those 250 raids, less than 10% of the time there was a cheater in the raid. Less than 10%. Now, let's count all the players that were in the raid with you that weren't cheating as well. So say there's an average of 10. 10 players in the lobby with you that aren't cheating, plus you and I, plus a cheater.
Yeah.
So now
You
we're
might
talking
be right. Like looking at the statistics and the
like
numbers
now we're
of it,
talking
I'm going to admit. Come here. I am going to admit.
I want some milk.
It's milk. You're gonna tell Nick.
Yes.
Okay, you tell Nick. Say hi, Nick. Right here, right here. Say hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
hi.
Hi, Nick.
Hello.
Say look. Say my dad loves you.
My dad's not
I love him too. When
He's one of my best friends.
when
Tell him.
he's
I'm my best friend.
No, say you're one of my dad's best friends.
You, that's by my sister.
Same. I couldn't
So-
agree more.
So, Nick, after seeing as many,
After see,
he's gonna repeat everything I'm saying.
Keep going. Good. He'll
So
say it too.
after-
Reinforce it.
To be honest with you,
Yes.
be honest.
you're changing my mind after seeing 247 matches played.
Yep.
I say,
Me and you confirmed, almost confirmed,
come on, Bumber.
Keep going.
three matches played where we are confirmed cheaters.
Yep.
I would close to say that this game is self-sustaining. Self-sustaining.
Yeah.
But I still do believe that this game still has a player base where it's going to keep it even after it. Now I do believe you're right about it because I didn't realize I paid 247. Okay, hold on. I'll give you some milk. Okay. I didn't realize I played 247 matches, and I didn't realize even with confirming it. 3 matches, and I can recall those 3 matches. I really can.
Yeah.
Were cheaters. Now, sus, even non-sus, like say we were running in the open,
It happens.
and that guy happens to look, or that guy happens to see that we're running out in the open, it's perfect time to cheat
Yep.
without it.
It's
I
possible.
I would, after looking at the numbers and me Googling without you looking because you're a fucking bitch, I would safely assume that this game could be self-sustaining.
That is such a fucking half-assed way to say
No,
that
no. It's not.
it-
It's not.
it
I'm
is
telling you. No,
self-sustaining.
I'm telling you right now, as if my belief and the cheaters that we ran into, and prior looking at this, what we've been playing for 3 weeks. That's what the wipe is. I could believe. You know what? I would go as far as saying is I firmly believe, especially the way what I have in my account and all this stuff on my thing. I swing your side.
Let me ask you something.
It hurts to say it.
I know. Let me ask you something.
What's
Do
up?
you think if there were 0 cheaters for the entirety of the lifespan of this game, do you think they would be where they are right now?
I think they would come out with less maps, even maybe 1, if not 2.
Do you think that maybe if they didn't have to focus on developing anti-cheat, encryption, etc., that it would give them more time to develop the game and maybe they would even be
Yes.
further?
Yes, but I think it would. No, not further. Not further.
Well, let me ask you this. What do you think
Not
the
further
number
because-
one thing that made the game make the amount of money it made? Where do you think the majority of it? There was one event one thing that happened that made this game make as much money as it did.
No, this game doesn't need one event to
No,
make as
no,
much
there
money.
was one. I'm telling you, there was. And do you know what
One
that event was?
One event that made this game what it is.
Yep.
Hold on.
Do you want me to tell you?
Hold on. It wasn't Reserve coming out. It
No.
wasn't Labs coming out. Hold on. There's no. I personally, at this point, like, there's no one event. This game is a
No,
great
I'll tell you.
all-around game. Go ahead.
The first time they ever did Twitch drops.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
That was
I
when
thought
they
you were-
made the majority of their money.
No. To be honest with you, swear to God on my life, I was gonna say the Twitch drops, but then I was thinking like event within the game,
Nope.
not without
They
the game.
made
Oh yeah.
so much money from that.
Oh
And
yeah,
you know what?
man.
Before that event where they made that much money, they were still successful. They were still making a game consistently, coming out with updates.
Can I
And
tell you
then
something?
when the game blew up, have you noticed that when the game blew up and the player count fucking flew up, that more cheater accusations and less updates? Have you noticed that?
Okay, yeah, I have. I really have.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
Because the game got so goddamn popular that more and more cheaters started playing, like you said.
Can I
And
tell you one
now
thing, though?
they have to fucking focus so much on trying to get the damn cheaters out of the game that they can't even develop the game. They can't even develop it like they were. So, if it continued down the path of it not being crazy successful and so many cheaters going in, don't you think that the updates would be more consistent like they used to be?
Yes.
So maybe if there were no cheaters, maybe they would be even more successful.
Can I tell you one thing?
Yeah.
I not tell you one thing, but I think that me and you should play a labs all day, every day to see how many fucking cheaters we run into.
I would do that. Because I can promise you that we would not get cheated that much.
You don't think we maybe like
we would get cheated. Yes, we definitely would. I can't say it's 1 out of 5. And even if it was 1 out of 5, does that mean that the majority of the player base cheats? No. Because how many players are on labs? There's 10. 2 of us, 1 cheater, 7 legit players. That means 1 out of 50 players is cheating. If that were the case. 1 out of 5 labs runs, we get killed by a cheater 1 time. Out of 5 raids. That means 1 in 50 players is cheating, which is 2% of the player base. And if that was consistent across all maps, then 2% of the player base is cheating, which means 2%.
Nick!
And if they bought 2 copies each,
you were a smart guy.
if they bought 2 copies each, this 2%, then that's 4% of their total income.
Hey,
and that means 4%
listen
of their income has come from cheaters, which means
Nick,
that
Kaysen,
it wasn't a large portion.
Kaysen, say, my dad has always thought you were smart. Tell him.
That's smart.
Tell him he's smart. Tell him he's smart. Now tell him, look, he likes to disagree with you.
Yes.
Yep.
Tell him, baby. But tell him he's always going to disagree with you.
No matter what.
Just because he's Nick.
Because I'm me.
Tell him.
Or maybe because I'm fucking right. Did you ever think that?
No. You have proved me wrong on a couple of things, and I also think my thing has, I've always admitted it. I have admitted it with you. I have.
Sometimes I just let it go because I don't want to fucking argue with you.
I know, but tell me right now that I won't punch you in the mouth. No, I agree with you. I do. You know,
do you think a large portion of the game was successful due to cheaters?
I don't think that a large portion of it is.
Do you
now,
think that
like,
they would be where do you think they would be where they are now if there were no cheaters?
I don't think. I think they would be a map or 2 behind. A map or 2 behind. I really do. I really do.
I want you to know you're wrong.
Okay, and I really do hope I'm wrong.
Nah, you
But
are.
I
I'm
think
telling you.
I would think they would be a
In
match
fact, I
behind.
would go.
At
You know
least,
what I would say? I'd say
huh.
Streets of Tarkov would be out in the next update if cheaters didn't exist.
I really hope you're right. I think
Well, you know
they're at
what's
least.
funny? Nikita even said that Streets of Tarkov was supposed to come out with the 12.5 patch, which is the
But they
patch
can't.
previous to this patch.
I
Which
think they
means,
would be at
well, let
least
me
a
tell
map
you,
behind. At
he
least a map
said, no,
behind.
wait, Nikita himself, the owner of the company, the head developer of Battlestate Games, of Tarkov, has said that the game would have Streets of Tarkov out and
Let me see.
available
Let me
right
see.
now if
Let go.
they didn't have to develop so much time to anti-cheat.
Okay, watch this. Let go. Let go. Say, look at me, okay? Say, Nick.
No.
Say Nick.
No. No.
Tell him. He's on the microphone here. I'll put the microphone on your ears. I'll put the microphone on your ears. No. Nick, I will tell you right now, you keep me evenly balanced, and I appreciate it, brother.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
Nick.
What?
Nick.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I don't know what that means. Hello?
Nick.
Hello? Oh no. Hello? Hello? You can't hear me. Oh, what a podcast this has become. Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can
My
you hear
headphones
me?
sucked. But I said you keep me evenly balanced.
What does
and I
that
hope
mean? Tell me what that means.
you keep me on my feet. You keep me making sure that I am not fucking spewing dumbass out of my mouth.
You know what's crazy?
What?
The past 5 minutes, you've been very reasonable with this discussion. And the 3 hours previous to that, you were fucking impossible.
I wasn't
You
impossible.
would.
It was.
You know what's crazy? I've been
What?
saying the exact same shit this whole time,
It
and
wasn't. But you
just
You
now,
wanna know
you're
why?
realizing that maybe I'm right.
No, 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 no. You acknowledged what it was. Is you acknowledged that I had an opinion, not an opinion. Okay, I hear you, baby. You had an opinion. Not an opinion. You had a answer to my thoughts. It wasn't that you had it like you didn't deny it right away. The, go ahead, baby.
But I've been
You
telling you that I know what you're saying, and I've been telling you that they have played a role, but I don't think they've been playing as big of a role as you've been saying they
Well,
have.
then again, you've also proven your facts.
I did that
Great.
before, though. In
No,
fact,
but you
I
didn't tell
tried to
me.
do the
You
same
didn't
damn
tell me.
thing.
Well, you may have tried, but you didn't say pull up your stats. We played 247 matches.
So I had
for
to
sure
show you
three.
your stats.
I have to see stats. I'm a stats person, man.
How about I give you this stat?
I love you.
1 in every 10 conversations we have, you sound like a goddamn idiot. Is that a good stat?
That's not true.
Well,
'cause
guess
I know
what? Actually, no, this is the good stat because we've had 10 podcasts, and this is the first one where you sound like a fucking dumbass. So there you go. There's your stat.
It's kind of because I'm drunk.
10% of the time,
Nick,
you are a goddamn idiot.
let me tell you this right now. I'm gonna say this on the podcast. Don't ever bring it up for people that follow us later on
Uh huh.
and beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay. Nick is hands down the wife of the fucking uh podcast, and he is right. I would say 75% of the time.
Well, it's a lot more than that, but yeah.
I would say 75% of the time. I've had some disagreements with him. I've
Most of the
also
time I'm
talked.
right and he just won't.
Okay, calm the fuck down.
Right?
I've had some. I've had some conversations after the podcast of after what we've talked about, and people have brought me to his thoughts, his process of it. But I would say for the most part, me and Nick have the same thoughts and process on outside of video games.
I
Video
think
games,
I think we have the same ideas 95% of the time.
I would say so too.
But I think that you like to state the
Stir
other
the pot.
side even if you don't think it, and then when I tell you that the opinion that you don't have and are just playing devil's advocate with is wrong, you'll somehow find a way
I will say
to
this right
argue
now.
against it anyway.
You know what? You're probably right. I will say this right now. I have told several people we have a podcast. I told them what we talked about, and I will tell you right now, as of any disagreement that we've had, 90% of the time they tell me that, look, you agree with Nick, you're just an idiot.
Yep.
Even
go
with
with
people
that.
at coworkers. Even with people at coworkers.
You
So,
like to disagree, and you say, you say
like
I
to
like
see-
to disagree, but
not
it's
that
you.
I like to disagree. I like to fucking pull the other argument in.
I do.
Which
I like to look at both sides, but once I look
I think
at
I
both,
pull
I
it a
like.
little bit more. I think I pull it a little bit
Well,
more.
I like to pull both
Nick.
sides and then see which one's wrong.
Nick, even though you live 1,900 miles away,
Did you just
which
Google it?
No, I'm going to Google it right now. New?
Oh my god.
Hold on, let me say this.
I work in 5 hours.
I know, and I feel so bad, and I'm gonna send you money PayPal.
No, you're not.
How much you want to bet?
The amount you send me.
Alright,
Because then
I'll
if you
bet
send
that.
it, I'll just send it back.
I hate that so much about you.
And then if you don't send it to me, you'll owe me twice as much.
I'm gonna send it to you. I need to order you a pizza.
Yeah, you still owe
Actually,
me that
that's-
from 3 years ago.
You are 1,805 miles away.
Huh? And
I firmly agree, and I firmly believe you are an outstanding gentleman. You are an outstanding.
You're drunk.
No, you're not. It's great to argue with people that aren't stupid.
Well, I mean,
That's the thing.
listen.
I've argued with people where I could be fucking hammered, shit-faced drunk, and prove them wrong and drive them into the grain. And it's great to have. It's great to have a great adversary in front of me saying, "Look, you idiot, this is what's gonna happen."
Listen, at the end of the day,
Uh-huh.
at the end of the day, I think today all the points you brought up were wrong. But at the end of the day, you're allowed to fucking think whatever you want. But you're still wrong. You can
So
think,
check it out.
you can
everybody.
think, you can think whatever you want, but just because you think it's right doesn't make it right. But you're allowed to do that, and at the end of the day, we're still going to get on Tarkov tomorrow, and at the end of the day, I'm going to call you an idiot 500 more times.
Exactly. I'm getting a Tarkov at 7 a.m. my time and his at 8 a.m. his time, and we're going to be on Tarkov together, and we can agree to disagree and everything like that. I will tell you right now, we got to go. This man has to fucking get to work in 5 hours.
It looks like I got punched in the eye because of how dark the circles are around my eye.
Yeah, I know you need to get to sleep. I will tell you this right now. Follow that man, Nick Cirillo 1, or Cirillo 1.
That's right
Cirillo
there.
Nick 1.
It's right there.
Get that shit done.
I
This
retweet
guy
funny stuff
is
all the time.
He does. He's a smart man. And I will tell you right now, we're going to have a next podcast, and it's going to be a doozy because I'm going to choose the fucking conversation. I'm going to choose
You
the
better.
topic.
But I really hope that you don't suck my fucking dick like you are right now. Next podcast.
Oh, it's going to be over. He's going to be sucking my dick afterwards.
I hope so. I'd love to, honestly.
All right, everybody.
Listen, that was a fucking crazy podcast. I don't know how long it's going to take to upload this fucking thing.
That's 3 hours.
Jesus Christ. All right, listen, that's it.
Can you see my hair?
unfortunately.
That line
Look,
is fucked up. I'm
we
like
have
old
come
man line.
we have come to a conclusion. I think it's safe to say Travis finally fucking sees what I've been trying to say and finally fucking agrees with me. And we can end it on saying I'm really good at persuading people to see what I'm saying.
He really is.
And
He's a little faggot.
I can safely say that Travis calls me hard-headed but is way more hard-headed than I am.
So
And
it's okay. You think we argue? By the way, everybody thinks that we argue.
listen,
or
I
you
just
see
yelled
us
at
on
him for
here.
like an hour straight, but I still love this guy. I mean, it's
No,
alright.
you have absolutely no clue that this guy is one of my best friends in the entire world.
I yell at people all the time, but it's because I'm Italian. I talk with my hands, I get sweaty, and I fucking yell at people. I probably looked like a complete fucking cunt the entire fucking podcast.
You did not.
But we came to an agreement. We're still friends, and we're still gonna scream at each other at some other point.
Absolutely. Let's call it on that.
And that is that. Peace!
Deuce.